We
There we
are
go.
now live. What's up? Let me
Hello,
get the
stream.
game up, and then we'll actually get started on this. Well, as of last night, finished, submitted my final for summer classes, so I'm done for a few weeks.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
My cat's purring for me. You can't hear him. I'm gonna kill myself. What was the final on?
Just a early European history class. Nothing crazy. More of a not doing one of the electives, just doing a like basic general course, but it is under my major. It was good for the credits.
One of the survey courses, like
Yeah,
Europe X year to Y year.
yeah, basically. But hey, it's a 6-week summer class, which is probably what one of those deserves to be. Glad to not have to do any more 6-week online. Oh, I forgot Twitch is stupid now. Yeah, no, it's nice. It is nice.
Oh, it was online?
Yeah, it was an online class too.
Oh god, I hate those.
Yeah. They're less fake when they're not shortened summer classes, but they're real fake when they're shortened summer classes.
They're just like, here's 6 modules we made 5 years ago. Look at them at your leisure. Here's 3 credits.
Yeah. There you go. But hey, it's 3 credits.
Keep on trucking.
Gotta get things working right.
What's happening, Eli?
Oh, we got Eli today.
Hello.
We're coming at you live and direct here on Andy's stream, rocking in the free world.
Okay.
Doot doot doot.
I can hear your cat.
Yeah, he's really happy this morning.
Very loud. Let's see.
I want to hear Neil post his kitty button now. Was it?
I went
Okay.
on push to talk so you can hear the cat.
Things should be working. Is the stream on Discord fine?
Yep. Looks good.
Turn down the audio a little bit.
Andy, if I win the lottery, the first thing I'm going to do is buy you Windows.
Unfortunately, that'll probably be 11, and my computer can't run that. So,
I would never buy someone Windows 11.
Thank you.
I'm gonna buy you Windows 10, and then I'm gonna buy WinRAR.
Give him a little spending money, something to walk around with.
That's one of my favorite comics ever. I love that fucking comic.
It's very good. All right, let's keep trucking.
I feel like being gifted Windows 11 would feel like being gifted a Wii U.
Worse.
Honestly, yeah. You can at least play Mario.
I was gonna say Wii U. You got Zombie U. You got Wonderful 101. You know, you got some classics on there.
Sure. Living in Seattle, I understand why Windows sucks.
But are they even still based out of there?
I mean, Bill Gates is here.
Are you tired of that? You see him on the street?
But he hasn't been CEO in.
Sometimes he taps me up and asks me for $5 because he doesn't have money for the bus.
It's fine. We got it.
I've had a good day. Went to the gym. Been reading Yotsuba all day. That's what life's about, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to my local zoo. I like to do that at least once a summer. You know, it was nice.
Ooh.
How much do you think a ticket to the zoo for an adult costs these days?
$40.
Lex,
$30.
$30. Rye?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 15.
According to Price is Right rules, Rye wins. It was
Yes!
It was $22.
I always win.
That's not.
Is this
too
the
bad.
Indianapolis Zoo?
No, this is the local Fort Wayne zoo.
Gotcha.
They gotta understand that the cheaper the ticket, the more likely you are to buy the weird, expensive bullshit they have at the stores.
I mean, my parents were like, wait, this is $22. That feels absurd. I feel like Rye's like 15 is like more where I mean, I know it's been inflation, but still. They do
you
also
have-
give
Do they have a
memberships.
student discount?
I did not even think to look. I mean, I didn't have my student ID because I need to re-get that, but
Around here, like every like museum, like half the museums here, if you have a student ID at the
Okay, it
local
does work.
university, you just you can get in like free or half off. It's so awesome.
Right.
Definitely look
For the
into it.
record, the Philadelphia Zoo price is $30, which is, I guess, what I was going off.
yeah,
And
ours
it makes
is
sense that it
definitely
might be
smaller.
cheaper in Fort Wayne.
I like how all of our answers were tied to how expensive the place we live in is.
God,
Do they have a
Seattle is
student
shockingly
discount, Eli?
expensive. Then I didn't think it would be more expensive than East Coast prices.
Seattle is absurdly expensive, depending on the neighborhood. But yeah, it is absurdly expensive.
They should call it Seattle, but the S is a dollar sign. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
They really should.
that's a good
They
like
should
marketing
call it
thing.
Taxachusetts.
There's so much money here that there are people who are like. There are plenty of people who act rich who aren't rich. You know. Like that's.
Oh, it's a switch. Okay.
Well, that's not bad. That's common everywhere. When you really got to worry is when the rich people start acting poor. That's when there's real money. You know what I mean?
Oh, we have plenty of that too.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun one.
This reminds me of like the Harry Potter like PC games I would have as a kid, and I mean that in the most loving way possible.
I don't.
I missed that, John.
So I've been rereading the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga.
Hell yeah! How far are you?
I just got to
That's not what I
Yu-Gi and
wanted to do.
Kaiba's rematch.
That's Death T is one of the all-time great Shonen Jump arcs, in my opinion. It's so
I never
good.
read the original manga.
It's way better. Well, not just in terms of like obviously like lesser and certain character stuff, but every art. What is that face? What is that DreamWorks face you're making? Look at look at that.
Yeah.
Oh man, how to tell the game was made in 2003 in one fucking frame.
I thought it was all the brown.
I mean, there's green. There's white lights. You know, it's
I was
not
gonna
bad.
say this is the most amount of color that video games would see for the next like.
You know what's impressive about this game, Andy?
What?
It's really ahead of its time. They made a PS3 game in the early 2000s.
PS3 games did not run at 60 FPS on a PS2.
PS3 games don't run at all.
They're not real. Yeah, so I'm at that TV, and it's look,
It's very funny that Kaiba had
Yeah.
hires serial killers like Jason Voorhees looking motherfuckers to kill Joey and Tristan.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
In the manga, they have the thing where Pegasus's goon points a gun at Kaiba, and he stops it by putting a card in like the hammer of the gun.
He's not at that arc yet, but yes, they do.
Yeah.
Wait.
So yeah, this is
Bandit
before
Keith also
Evil
has a
Kingdom.
much more fucked up death.
We'll get to that, but you know, I want to talk about.
Have
like,
you
where I am
read?
right
Oh,
now.
you're rereading it. Okay.
Yeah. You can tell, although you know it is always, I think, pretty entertaining, this manga. You can tell why Duel Monsters became the like standard.
Oh yeah.
hit.
Oh yeah. Not at all a mystery.
Not capsule monsters, not guess where
Capsule
this bomb
Monsters
is, and I'm gonna
fucking
kill you.
rules. I want to play Capsule Monsters so bad.
That's very you answer, I think.
No, wait, I'm mistaken. I apologize. What's the dice one?
Dungeon Dice
Dungeon
Monster.
Dice Monsters.
That one's the best one.
The way they handle that arc in the anime is very funny in the manga, because basically, you know how there's like a bunch of filler stuff after they get back from Duelist Kingdom? They basically took a bunch of stuff that happened in the manga and separated into like 3 unrelated story arcs.
Is that you? Here I am.
Went through the right door. Hopefully there's... Ah!
Yeah, it's like this lets Takahashi like express what he's good at, which is these great monster designs. And it's like, of course that became popular. Plus, it has Seto Kaiba.
Genuinely the greatest shonen rival of all time. Like, no one is... There, I do not, like... Like, it is...
Okay, no, let's calm down.
No! I am dead fucking serious.
Man, okay, listen.
Look, okay. How many shonen rivals, Rai, have the epilogue movie be the finale of their character is having a suicide death pact with the protagonist so they can get one more fight in? Like, not literally killing themselves to go to the underworld.
Is that what happens in
Yes, that is basically he tries to put the puzzle back together, finds out, oh shit, the Pharaoh's actually gone, and then builds a giant space elevator, flies directly into the Earth, and is, like, disintegrating in the Egyptian underworld, getting his one last duel in with Yami.
Sometimes when you need a man,
He's also, like, it is not subtle, he is gay for the Pharaoh. That is the explicit
absolutely.
100...
Doesn't everyone want to fuck the Pharaoh? Dude, Atem's a baddie. I think this is, like, inarguable.
Absolutely.
Sorry, is it a spoiler if I say his name?
A little bit, but not...
It is a spoiler, but I mean everyone knows that.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is, there's like a random episode of GX where there's like a history professor at Duel Academy and no one goes to his classes, and so he's mad because like who goes to Duel Academy and studies history? And he's so mad that he goes to like the dark side and starts doing shadow duels. And they cut to one of his lectures where there's nobody in attendance, and he's just going, yes, and then the Pharaoh at this stage was this guy. Does anyone know his name? That's right, his name was Atem. And I'm like, you can't be just spoiling that.
Yeah, it's a sequel, it's fine. Your fault if you didn't watch all the final arc of GX, or of the original. Yeah.
I didn't, they never fucking aired it.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
They would only ever air like the first 2 seasons and a little bit of that filler 3rd season.
Of GX?
Oh no, of Duel Monsters, where there's green-haired Kaiba clone. Who is apparently Gosabura's biological son for some fucking reason.
No, I'm talking about the one where it's after they beat Marek and they get trapped in the virtual world with the 5...
That is before they beat Marek. Yes, that is the arc I am talking about, right?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
don't forget,
there's
that
green
happens,
Kaiba.
like, in the middle of the arc. They're just like filler time.
Yeah, no, it is very apparent. Like, the original Duel Monsters is some of the funniest, oh shit, the manga's not done yet, filler I have ever seen. Only one of the 3 story arcs is anywhere near acceptable, which I guess by anime filler standards is pretty
And
good.
it is the virtual one because it has a guy who's Mexican.
I was just saying the Nightmare Penguin guy is like
He's
like
great,
my
but
favorite
it's actually the dragon one. Because the dragon one is the only one that's a full season and like is trying in terms of character development.
I've never watched it and I never will.
You're probably not missing much. It's not great, but it's like, okay. It's got some C+ storytelling here. The 3rd one is the worst one. That has Kaiba's gay French rival, who sucks.
when is that even
I think
played?
he was
Like,
German.
in the middle of season 5?
That is the thing that happens right before the final arc of the manga. Also, there are also 2 other filler arcs. There's the movie, of course, which technically counts, and
I fucked with the movie so hard as a kid. I saw it in theaters.
It's not good. It's not good by shonen movie standards. And then the other thing is, what is it? Fucking the Capsule Monsters 13-episode anime, which the first half is like, hey, do you remember the first arc of Digimon? Here's that, but with Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters.
I think I had that on like VHS as a kid.
God, that's like 2005. It's crazy to me because my dad was a very early adopter of DVD. Like 2002, we had a player at least.
Maybe it was a DVD.
Yeah, probably. Because I'm like, I'm pretty sure they weren't selling Blu-rays or VHSs.
As a senior citizen, you know what I had on VHS?
What'd you have? I've had a VHS tape. I had them.
I had the first Cooler movie on VHS.
Hell yeah.
I've said for a long time, and I'm not including Eli in this. I want to clarify before I say this. Old weebs who were like watching shit on like bootleg like tapes and like fan translations pre-internet. We should they should be given some kind of like pension or something.
Where are you?
Like they should be given.
I will accept. You can include me on that. I want a pension. I want money.
It's like a pension or perhaps some kind of retirement home, like specifically for them. Like they need to be treated well.
It's a blockbuster.
They paved the way for so much, and I think we really take for granted the work that they put in.
Speaking of manga, I think it's fantastic
Done.
that My Hero
start the story from
Academia
here next
ended, and it did not get the cover of Shonen Jump.
I felt kind of bad about that. I mean,
I didn't. Fuck that series. and
Oda
fuck its
did throw him a
fans.
bone.
hear me?
The drawing of
Yeah.
Smoker on the cover is the
Oh,
My
very
Hero guy's art.
Oh, that's nice.
that's
yeah,
so
it's
weird. Why didn't they do that?
Because
Are
Luffy.
Because
Luffy
one
like
of
yours.
these is the future of Shonen Jump for like 4 more years.
You're gonna say like 4 more years for the next like 6 years.
No, I'm.
You don't even realize you've already been saying it for like 2 years.
That may be correct. Well, no, I've been saying like 27, 28 for a while.
Google, when did
Fuck you.
Wano
Did it Andy?
in
Wan-
the manga?
Wano ended like 2022-ish.
you hear me?
Oh god.
Wano ended exactly 2 years ago. You get fucking roasted.
Yeah, no, I've been saying like 20. It's gonna end like.
I feel like Andy, you've been saying 5 years, like since what?
I was gonna say when Wano ended and Oda made that announcement about like time to do the last saga, you're like, oh, max 5 years, and you're to this day still saying like 4 or 5 years.
Look. I understand Oda's stretching. I've done math though this time. This prediction I looked at and was like, how long does Oda actually normally do this shit? Went, let's give it like 30%, 30 to 40% than the longest sagas in the series. And then be like, yeah, that's fine.
And find that Elbaf has been taken over by an evil monarch.
All right, I'll tell you what. If Elbaf is more than 40 chapters, I will admit that I am wrong.
I'm writing
What?
that down.
They get to Elbaf and it's a tournament arc.
We get to Elbaf and it's 41 chapters.
Yeah, no, I'll admit I was wrong then. I'll be pissed, but I'll be like, I guess I was wrong.
I'm writing down these exact words on my
How do I get in
desk.
there? Oh shit.
So from what I understand, going back to My Hero Academia, it ended with like Deku having no powers and like working a minimum wage job. That is what I've gathered from the timeline.
Weiji Deku.
Exactly. And I said, basically like there's look, there's nothing wrong with like I don't look down on someone for doing that kind of job. It's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying he deserves worse than that because Deku, do not forget, is a massive racist.
He is?
Yeah, do you not know?
No, I know basically nothing about MA8.
Well,
I read, I think what is maybe at least the first third of the manga. I read a decent amount of it, but not like super far.
Well, in the video game Jump Force,
Everyone's favorite.
Deku meets Piccolo and says, "That guy's green. He must be a villain."
Wow.
That's not even in the 100 most racist shonen. Who's the most racist shonen character? And why is it? Well, okay, it's Frieza.
Okay.
I was gonna say Frieza. Like, is it
well,
not?
Hold on. Important clarification. Do you mean the existence of the character is racist on behalf of the author?
No, I mean the story.
The character is canonically racist.
Yes. The character acts racist.
Frieza's up there.
Frieza's up there. The second Hokage from Naruto is also very much up there. I don't know how familiar you are with the back half of the Naruto, but there's some shit where it's like, man, you guys really failed to let any... Like, you guys basically stumbled into doing a genocide. Great job, assholes.
The world nobles are pretty up there.
Yeah.
They literally have slaves.
They do.
They have a race of enslaved people.
You know what's crazy? I think Frieza is, like, the only... I guess Vegeta a little bit. The only, like, actively racist. Like, I would believe Commander Red is racist, but I don't remember anything of, like, specific.
I'll say this.
Frieza said, and I quote, "Training is for the monkey, not for the master." That is a real quote from
Resurrection F?
Resurrection F.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm trying to think of like an 80s manga character that's just like blackface.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not.
Oh, by the way, Eli.
I'm not saying the existence of the character is racist. We're saying the character canonically is racist.
Getter Robo has one of the greatest racist... I'm not going to spoil anything about it, Eli, but Getter Robo Go has one of my all-time favorite racist-ass characters in manga.
What an odd thing to say.
He's delightful. You're gonna look at him and go, "Oh, Ishikawa, you're so fucking smart for creating this hilarious racist caricature."
Okay, well, I'll see that when I get to it. But yeah, I've been enjoying rereading Yu-Gi-Oh! And because I have my new deck coming, I guess I can for that. I also did some like nonfiction music reading today, but I'm not going to talk about that.
You know what's something you
not
realize when you read the Yu-Gi-Oh manga that you don't get from the anime? The sense of how fucking cool Shoddy is.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
He's so fucking cool. In the anime, you're like, who the fuck is this guy? But like, how do I get over there?
Like, something that you just don't appreciate is that Yugi already knows Mokuba, and then Mokuba's a little dick.
Mokuba sucks. Mokuba, it's funny how evil Mokuba is in the first arc. I know what you're thinking, Rye. Yes.
You don't know what I'm thinking. I was about to ask about Maximilian Pegasus, so what did you think I was thinking?
Oh, well, Eli's not at the parts where Pegasus shows up yet, but he's basically the same.
Most racist, canonically.
Rye, would you like me to spoil parts of Duelist Kingdom for you?
One moment. I want to hear Lex's opinion.
Dio.
Why Dio?
Hates humanity.
That's true.
That's not racist.
No.
That's too broad. I'm
He hates
sorry.
the human race.
I don't even think
there's a lot of manga characters that hate the human race.
Dio's
That's maybe, like, honestly, I don't even think that's part 3 Dio. Like, part 3 Dio and onward, like, he thinks he's better, but doesn't hate the human race. He just thinks he should be king of it.
Dio is not only racist, he is a race traitor. Eli,
Right, don't say that just because he had sex with Bucci. That's not.
Eli, jog my memory on this. There's a lot of characters in Dungeon Meshi who are passively racist. Are there characters that are like actively racist?
I feel like honestly, like some of the Canaries are, but not like. But like they're like they're like country club Republican racist, but they're not gonna like
No,
burn
literally.
everyone.
Like I gotta find the comic. I have it. Who's the head of the Canaries? What's Mithrin?
Yeah.
They ask there's literally like a comic she does where Mithrin's like, oh, what do you refer to like the races, like the types of people who like humans and halflings who don't live as long as dwarves and elves, and he's just like, oh, we call them inferior.
Here's a question: who's the most racist Hunter x Hunter character?
Probably one of the princes.
Is any of Killua's family racist? Because I could totally see that.
No,
I don't think it's come up.
They're worldly. They're assassins.
Like I feel like they would accept money from any race.
Isn't
I feel like it has to be one of the Chimerians.
I was going to say, isn't the whole of Chimera Ant like the Chimera Ants learning to be less racist?
And it not mattering at all.
You don't know. You haven't read it.
Well, don't they all die?
I'm not going to answer.
You haven't read it.
I'm not going to answer that, and in a technical sense, we don't know.
Oh, that's fun.
Like it's got to be some of the sorcerers from Dorohedoro, definitely racist.
Yeah, but they're racist against like humans, you know.
The City Hunter the main character.
I haven't watched City Hunter. Is he racist? What's he racist against?
It's I think it's like a pretty racist manga, but like I think he's just a sex pet.
Casca deals with
it's not racist to be a
racism,
sex pest.
but I can't think of any like. Look at how racist this guy is in Berserk. I can't think of any like. Oh, this character is defined by racism in that story series. You know, like it deals with it.
Oh no, oh fuck, from Golden Age. He's the fish guy.
Oh, the first demon.
Arlong?
No, Adon. Adon's pretty like racist. He's always talking about how like Midlanders are like inferior to wherever he's from.
Arlong is pretty racist.
Yeah, I mean the thing is the answer of who's the most racist One Piece character just comes down to the fucking nobles. Like it's their racism fuels everyone else's racism.
Arlong is not racist. Arlong is a fishman militant. Learn the difference.
Is Hody racist?
Like he
Hody would have to be a character first.
Yeah.
Okay. For the record, I'm looking up what to do in the.
That was a bad arc. I'll be the first to say it was beautiful, but
you will not be the first to say it because we've already said that plenty.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just the general community opinion is that it's one of the weakest arcs, if not the weakest.
I always said like, oh, that and Thriller Bark are the weakest. I reread Thriller Bark kind of.
Yeah.
Thriller Bark's airtight. It's fucking rules.
Yeah, like, even if you don't think the Thriller Bark is like one of the best.
Thriller Bark has some real strong stuff in it, but I think it's
Here's what I'll say.
It's got weird pacing, and it's got some stuff that I do not like.
When I read it the first time, I was like, I don't give a fuck about any of this. I just finished Water 7. I want to learn about the world, and I want things to happen that matter. Rereading it now, knowing what it is, it fucking ruled. Like
my thing with it is that like
they're beating up guys.
A lot of none of like none of Moria's like henchmen, I think, are like outside of the guy who gets to be
Perona.
the cool Zero. And Perona's pretty good. Yeah, I'll give you that. But like Hogback's kind of annoying. Lion guy is
Absalom.
Worst antagonist for sure. I'm
Here's
glad
the
that
thing.
he's dead.
I will rank Absalom above the baby Looney Tunes and Egghead.
That's so stupid. I get what you're saying.
That's just wrong. He's he's a rapist. Like, what-
Yeah, but he
But
doesn't
also,
get me
but also
like,
a
as mad.
rapist who's noble about his rape.
yeah, he's like, I'm a rapist, but I want you to be wed to me.
I want
first.
you to be my broodmare.
So he's a Mormon.
Yes. So I also think the problem
Oh,
is that like
Beastars. There's a lot of racist characters in Beastars.
I feel like Brooke might be introduced a little too early, and the rest of the supporting cast is introduced. And by supporting cast, I mean people who had their shadows stolen was introduced. Like Third Arc is a very experimental arc from Oda in that it's paced very and structured very different from One Piece arcs, but I don't think it pays off a ton.
I like it because Luffy like immediately challenges Moria and like is out of the arc for a lot of it because of that. Because he just
I don't remember it being immediately. I remember it feeling like 20 chapters to get there still.
No, I'm fine with the pacing because Luffy laying eyes on Brook at the start of the arc and instantly asking him to join the crew and him agreeing is one of my favorite moments.
No, it's even better. It's Zoro going like, "What the fuck? It left you alone for 5 minutes. How did this happen?" And even Sanji's like, "Yeah, sorry. This was like this is a fuck up." Brooks.
There's a lot of racist characters in Spy Family.
Yeah. There's a lot of Nazis, so you know.
Yeah.
Is that
but
a
it's
good
crazy
manga?
because they're racist against other white people, I guess.
Yes.
It's literally like East and West Germany and like they're always talking
And
about,
Slav
like,
hatred, you know.
the Westanians versus the Estonians. It's not Estonia, it's Ostania, I think is what they call it.
So I
Surprisingly,
played a couple demos
Okay,
recently.
I'm going back because I don't know what I'm doing. All right.
nobody's really racist in Vinland Saga, now that I think about it.
There's lots of people who hate the Nords.
Yeah, but can you blame them?
I mean,
Their main contact with the Nords is being raped. Like that's not like that's not much of a cultural exchange to
No, like,
go off of.
But like Askeladd, like I don't think he doesn't have his reasons. He's right, but
That's
like
true. Askeladd's pretty racist. but
that
he's
burns
made for it.
pretty deeply.
How do I get over there? I genuinely cannot figure it out. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, is there a thing over here? No.
So apparently, I'm just reading that scholars have found new fragments of 2 previously lost tragedies by Euripides.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, because I know
someone
that
said-
how they've been doing that.
someone said,
Apparently,
"You
they
knew-"
can now read what's underneath the scrolls in Pompeii.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because they basically put it inside a CAT scan and read what came out. Ooh.
I saw someone said new Euripides dropped before the new George R.R. Martin book.
Really did.
I was like, I thought you could do the same punchline, but for Hunter x Hunter.
wait, there's
Okay.
new Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah,
No,
he's
that's a
working
joke.
on it.
I'm coming.
Okay, I've made
At least
progress.
Togashi's working on it.
I'm just
Not that I care about Game of
I'm
Thrones, but
I'm happy that he's working, and I hope that he's healthy and he can proceed at whatever pace he is. We left off on chapter 400. Why is he posting on Twitter like chapter 417, like halfway
Because-
done? It's like
Because he wants to get a bunch of them done, I
It's like
imagine.
20 chapters behind.
Because he's gonna drop them all in one day, and it's gonna be epic.
No, here's what I think is gonna happen, and it's really stupid. Is they're gonna come back fucking weekly.
It really like move to monthly. Like
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna fucking kill him if they go back to weekly.
frankly, like most series just should be monthly, and frankly all series should be monthly unless it's like a 4 kind of thing. But especially like first of all, they already took it out of the like official listing of like active weekly series on Weekly Shonen Jump, which it was on for years, even when it was on hiatus. It was still on that docket, but it's like removed entirely. So I was hoping that would mean that it's going to like it'll fit so well next to like new chapters.
What took
of,
you
like,
so
JoJo
long?
Lands. Just let them be together.
He can be a little more adult, although I don't think that thing has ever stopped him from doing what he wanted anyway before. I just love the idea of like being like a 12. Like, can you imagine like a little 8-year-old who's buying Weekly Shonen Jump, and like when Hunter x Hunter came back, he's like 4,000 word chapters on like men intricacies, and he has no content anymore because the last the last Hunter x Hunter arc came out when he was sperm.
Actually, here's the question. When was Gone last seen in the series? And like, there are probably like kids reading Shonen Jump now who are like not born when Gone was last in the series.
I was gonna say, it's so weird that he's still like a mascot. Like,
Sure.
it's not even about
Andy, Gone's not dead. He's just like
Yeah, I'm kind of aware. Here's, I don't think we answered. In the original manga, who would you say is the most racist Yu-Gi-Oh character? I don't think this is canonically given, but we all know who it is.
Panda Keith.
Yes, Eli got it immediately.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Pegasus because he's American, but then I remembered. Oh wait, no, there's a much bigger piece of shit.
No, Pegasus is like the Orientalist white boy. Like, he literally like dug up this ancient like Egyptian game and dedicated his life to it. That's he's so woke.
By the way, the Gone last appeared in Hunter x Hunter on
2012.
June 30th, 2014.
2014. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so there are definitely kids reading Shonen Jump now that were not alive when
10 years. Jesus
since
Christ.
he last appeared. Yeah.
Chimera Ant ended that recently? That's crazy.
No, Chimera Ant ended 2006.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. When was Killua last seen in comparison?
Same time.
Around the same. Like, it would be around the same.
Okay.
You know what? No. Killua's been seen relatively recently.
Was he on a cover page?
No. There's Eli. You'll know what I'm talking about. When Kurapika puts together the team to go on the boat with him, and they're going through like, oh, here's Hanzo the ninja and so, and they introduce Bisky, and they're like, who's Bisky? Like, oh, my friend Killua put in a recommendation for you, and they show Killua like on the phone around the camp.
That would have been a couple chapters later, but like not much longer. For
Look
the
at
record,
that, still walking forward in the cutscene.
The Chimera Ant arc started on June 23rd, 2003, and it ended October 3rd, 2011.
Jesus Christ! I didn't know it took that long.
And yeah, so it's
Done.
chapter
I'll
186
start the
through
story from
chapter
here
3.
next time.
Think about, like, I wouldn't want him to think anything, but like also think about how much One Piece was published in that time frame.
Yep.
That's like everything from like Skypiea to
It doesn't
like
matter.
Marineford.
The important thing is, I know how we can reach the Tower of Dawn.
Of course, the hourglass.
Let's look it up.
All right.
Actually,
But this time, stay with me and pay attention.
2003,
Not
and
to get
my
all the
gut
chasing
says
after you.
Water 7 was just starting. And I
Okay,
know
let's-
2011 was Marineford, so it's really
2011 was like.
maybe post Marineford, like the Saba.
so yeah, you're right. Long Ring, Long Land starts 2003. Let's see what was 2011.
I'm gonna say post Marineford.
I'm gonna say Fishman Island.
No.
And he has it. That's the middle of Fishman Island.
In January of 2011.
Yeah, it's like middle. It's like yeah, so it's like Fishman Island ran from like 2010 to 2012. So
Damn. Okay. Oh,
Like,
then
honestly, like, you know, I definitely have my misgivings of Fishman Island. I feel like I'm not as hostile toward it as some One Piece fans because they did not have to fucking read that week to week.
yeah, that would have been way.
I did not either, but I still am like, there's not.
No. Like, I think it is one of the weakest arcs, but like, I would hate it if I had to read it week to week.
Like, could you imagine if
As
Hunter
you
x Hunter
wish.
was on hiatus right now in the middle of its Fishman Island? Not that.
Is that what Berserk was like when it was on hiatus in the boat?
Yeah, but the boat's like the boat is maybe the best arc.
Oh, really? Damn! I gotta get on that fucking boat.
That's the thing. Like okay, like Chimera Ant's the best, but like when the boat's done, it might be the best.
Hmm?
Oh, I meant boat in Berserk.
What? Oh, I thought you were talking about Hunter x Hunter.
No, I was talking about is
I
that like
thought-
if was that was what reading the
Rod, you literally just was talking about like Berserk on hiatus and bring it the boat. So like, obviously, we're talking about Berserk.
Wait, the boat finishes in Hunter x Hunter. I thought that it like
Yes.
No, it's still on. Okay, this is the thing. This is the endless joke. Both of these long running hiatus riddled mangas have had long periods of hiatuses in the middle of their boat arcs.
well Hunter x Hunter.
Oda, you could never draw the Straw Hats getting on a boat. Do you hear me?
And...
I gotta go.
well,
back
that's
and
the
read that.
secret to Oda's magic is that he never does more than like 2 chapters in a row where the Straw Hats are on a boat dealing with drama stuff.
Some of my favorite episodes of the One Piece anime are like
Yeah.
tween
Yeah.
arcs, and they're just kind of fucking around on the boat. They're so good.
Or the like random island, and then they like go and like have a little misadventure. I really miss the like one episode, one island.
Yeah,
That's just
there's a lot of good ones like that in the anime.
I mean, Gaimon, arguably was like that in the manga.
Yeah, well, and he did it with Gaimon, and he like never did it again.
Are you sure?
That's why Gaimon's awesome.
Because
All
he
right.
peaked
All right.
and did not need to do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like going to Random Island for 1 chapter or 2 chapters, whatever. Like you're not gonna get anything better than Gaimon.
Oh, I love puzzles. Don't you love light puzzles? No, you're pushing it too far. No, not that. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check something.
oh, this already is making me like yeah.
Okay, cool.
Does it only do 90-degree turns?
Yeah, no, okay. It wasn't like you were pushing it and hold down. Alright, well, let's go defeat
We
these
must have
chuckle
come out the
pucks.
wrong side of the baths. We'll need to go back through the royal palace.
All right then. Let's find the way out.
This is very funny how not good the audio mixing is. Oh, that's a new combat theme. Anyway.
Who's the bad guy in this game again?
Jafar.
Cool.
To be fair, this is a character that predated Aladdin, technically. Because he's from 1989's Prince of Persia. But basically it is Jafar.
you don't need an excuse to do the scheming vizier. Like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
the
it is the scheming.
timeless class.
Yeah, so obviously
Yeah,
there's,
basically
like,
he's sitting in his giant palace waiting for you to come bring the MacGuffin to him to control the powers, and you need to go to him because he has the other MacGuffin in the main tower.
I don't know if you know I mean, obviously there's the Arabian Nights, of course, I guess it's like the general inspiration for that kind of stuff. But there's the 1940 movie, The Thief of Baghdad, which is a little racist, but is pretty good. You should watch it.
When is a little racist anyone ever stop someone in this server?
Yeah, it's like it's not like hateful racist. It's just like Orientalist racist. I'd say that.
Brown face, I'm assuming.
Exactly.
Man, it's so fun. Like, there's so many people I just can't talk about like Black Narcissus with because there's so much brown face in that movie.
Same director, by the way. Is a Michael Powell movie.
I thought you.
But yeah,
I thought my.
Conrad essentially played guitar in Thief of Baghdad. That's what like the they got it from.
God dang it.
Did they get hurt by the light?
Do they get hurt by what?
I thought they got hurt by the light beam for a second.
No, this is just a puzzle I have to do after I kill these guys. You know. Thank you for waiting.
I was gonna say, it's rare that they let
It's
you
like
go.
50-50. No, that's not the way I wanted to dodge in thing.
Why did you put your sword away?
Fucker. You gotta rewind when they get more than one hit.
Eli, I forget. Have you read
That's a twofer.
any Hikaru no Go?
That's your favorite manga,
Yeah.
right?
I'm assuming you did not like.
I was pretty bored.
How far did you get? I don't remember.
I also don't remember, other than being pretty bored. Not very far.
Okay.
Just like, yeah. I know it's your favorite, so I won't say anything.
It's just it does, and maybe the Yu-Gi-Oh manga does this, but it does the gimmick of Yu-Gi-Oh and like, oh, this ancient spirit is possessing this child and in
All right,
dialogue with it all the
Find
time,
a way out.
and it just like explores that like 5 more times than Yu-Gi-Oh does. Like, what that actually like, I don't know what that actually does to you in a really interesting way.
Here's the thing, Go is stupid. I don't like it.
That's insane. It's the greatest.
No.
Eli doesn't like board games to begin with, so you're kind of...
That's also true. That's yeah.
No, I don't like the kid. I don't like the ghost.
Who's the hottest Yu-Gi-Oh character?
Can we... Alright, when you say Yu-Gi-Oh, are we including all Yu-Gi-Oh, like, series?
Let's start with original.
Kaiba for me.
What did you actually want to say?
Forget it, it's Jeff. Oh yeah, Zane Truesdale / Rio Marufuji.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot you're a Zane guy. That's so true.
It's so funny that he has a Cyber Dragon deck, becomes washed up, and is like, you know what I need? I need to become BDSM obsessed and play Cyber Darks.
Which is insane because Cyber Dragon's like like goated.
Yeah, exactly. Cyber Dark is not good. like one of the most infamous. Like, the only deck that is as, I think, reputationally bad, historically, as Cyber Darks is Ice Barriers, and they are a deck that is canonically bad for 4 reasons.
Okay, and in the same series as Cyberdarks, Jaden went from heroes to Neostations.
To be fair, he never fully dropped the hero stuff.
That is true. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was always pissed at him as a kid watching that. What are these? Your heroes are your friends. Why are you abandoning them?
Season 3 actually.
Raven said to pick a top tier.
Season 3 actually has a very funny answer for that. In terms of abandoning stuff. So when Jaden was 5 years old, he won like a Kaiba Corp competition to shoot a custom Yu-Gi-Oh card into space. It came back as Cthulhu.
What did he shoot into space?
Basically Cthulhu. And it also wants to fuck him. And the season 4 is spoilers.
That's the second demon that's like possessing
yes,
him, right?
and then season 4, the ending of season 3 is they fuse together into one being.
That's so awesome.
Or the end is.
And by the way, that card right now, Yubel, is not the best deck, but like one of the best.
Oh yeah.
Right now.
It was also one of the most annoying fucking decks in Duel Links for a while.
GX is so cool.
I need a like so.
It also has Dio.
Plays Crystal Beast and is like they have like a homoerotic thing going on, and then Yubel possesses Jaden's rival.
I will also say,
he possesses the Crystal Beast guy. He's so cool.
Yeah.
did you know
And
that
it's
he's
like-
also Swedish?
That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
And
because the gimmick of the start of season 3 is the rival duel schools from other countries show up. So their Duel Academy is obviously Japan, but they also have America, Swedish, and I forget what the other one is.
I hope it's not from Africa.
Australian.
Oh yeah, I think it is Australian.
Yeah, I thought the Crystal Beast guy was from Australia.
No, he's Sweden.
No, Jim Crocodile Cook is from
All right
Australia.
then, let's find the way out.
Really? Couldn't tell by anything.
What?
You know, people talk a lot about 4Kids Edit. I think GX might have the funniest. Where they're like, oh, this character has an entire archetype around drinking sake. Fuck it, that shit's hot sauce. They're drinking that shit by the bottle.
That is objectively flipped.
Alright, so I gave my answer, by the way, as like I think that in original, Kaiba's the hottest, and then Zane is the hottest in GX. I need to hear your answers.
Ah, man. Hold on. I'm gonna go with an answer that I don't think any of you are expecting. It might be a surprise. I'm gonna say actually Odeon.
Wait, what's the question?
Hottest Yu-Gi-Oh character, original series.
Oh.
I'm gonna say Odeon.
That's Merrick's bodyguard, right?
Yeah, brother.
Brother. But also
Yeah, the
bodyguard.
tattoos is a great look, I think. He's also
Yeah.
like,
He's sick.
Respected.
yeah, no, he's a great design. Surprisingly, I think Ashizu is kind of a boring design. I
like issues.
think she's a fun character.
Not that
She
way,
works,
like,
but I think
it's
she's
fun.
yeah. Design-wise, not. I've seen better.
Okay, well, so that's your answer.
Also,
I mean,
obviously, Yubel. Yubel is also up there. We're being honest.
Sure.
Yeah, if we're doing all time, it's Yubel. Original series. It's gotta be Merrick, right? Like
Which Merrick?
default Merrick.
Okay, that is yeah, that is important.
I thought I thank you for reminding me. I meant to make that distinction.
Yes, because Yami Merrick is like,
Yo, you'll have to see this.
Default Merrick exists exclusively on a diet of condensirvin.
yeah. That it is a very early 2000s ass joke, but it does make sense that fucking you little Kurio's like, yeah, Bakura and Merrick are in a gay relationship, of course. It's like, yeah.
I mean, like,
I was not ready for the sound of that voice. You're right.
they are.
That was. She sounds out of fun. Like, she sounds like she ate.
All right, here let's get more back here. What's the like original series, not counting filler characters? What is the worst designed Yu-Gi-Oh character?
I think I want to give my answer when I have gone through manga.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Original series only?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Like, who
My
was,
instinct is the possessed rare hunter who has all the piercings. That's my instinct. 'Cause-
wait, which is that the one with the Exodia deck?
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking. I think that's the one with the who uses Slifer, right?
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Okay, I get that. That's his.
But that's just like I want to go through the whole thing again.
Yeah,
maybe.
and for
I
the
will
rec-
say there were some like these early designs where it's like they're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh, they're like doing one.
Oh yeah, his early art is like, oh yeah, no, it took
Yeah,
it took a minute.
this
I
is
read
like,
chapter 1 recently.
Yeah, there's like this like otaku guy who's doing Tamagotchi, and it's really like.
Oh yeah, I remember that chapter.
But it's like that's not. I mean, if we're talking like Duelist Kingdom Onward, then
I think we can include original manga, but yeah.
But I will say, like, the guy with all the piercings, I think, serves that role well. I guess it's just not pleasant to look at.
I don't know if Bonds has a good design.
I know, I have the answer. Isn't there in the voice chat?
Hold on.
No, they're good.
I guess yeah.
I don't agree.
Let me look at Rai and
These
judge
two
him.
are so stupid. You forgot about them.
No, I remember them, but I'm like, I get it.
No, but they're like
It's just Para and Docs, but shittier.
they're
I
not
can
as
agree
good
with
as
that.
Paradox. They have like
Yeah.
Final Fantasy IX energy of like shitty fucking dual antagonists like the Jesters in Final Fantasy IX to me.
I need to get back to that FF9. Are you talking about the Jesters that are like the machines that attack you and stuff?
No, those are the Black Waltzes who are like more similar to Vivi. I'm talking about like the Queen's personal Jesters who suck shit, but I found
Oh yeah. What are the ones that like there's like well, it's like they don't look like
Putting in
Vivi.
guys.
They attack you on the airship and like they have like unique designs and there's like 3 of them or something.
Yeah, the Black Waltzes, they do look
Oh, that's
like
what
Vivi.
okay.
I mean, not exactly like Vivi, but they're clearly based on that kind of Black Mage design.
Yeah.
I did not die.
The whole of learning.
I just thought you were talking about like the actual like
No.
All right.
So, Andy, I
Yes.
played a couple demos recently.
Okay.
I played the demo for Visions of Mana. And I will not be buying Visions of Mana.
Ah. Would you say call yourself a Mana fan before this?
Not the 3D ones, I'll say that. I really like Legend of Mana. Because I really like its structure very much. And I think it's one of the, best looking PS1 games. It has a great soundtrack from Yoko Fumimura, one of her defining works of like the PS1 era. But you know what? I gotta say, I don't think that Kingdom Hearts gets enough credit for having like good action RPG combat. Even the weaker entries, I would say, are better in that regard than some other games.
When you say weaker entries, are you including the DS games or only the 3D ones?
The 3D ones. I've not played the DS.
Yeah, I just want to know how broad we were talking here.
But honestly, like, I don't even like Kingdom Hearts 1's combat. I would still rank that above this 3D Mana combat from what I played before I turned it off. Yeah, I'm. The creature designs are very good though. They look well. They look good. 3D. They did a good job. But
is that it?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Will not be picking that up. The other thing I played, which I also will not be picking up, is the new. It's a new Boku no Natsuyasumi game in everything but name only, and they put Breath of the Wild mechanics into that. They really should not have done that. And it looks ugly, and it runs bad, and it's just not good. Except for the fact that, so you have a jump button in this game, and because you're playing a little boy, he does the Mario jump, and I feel like that's a good detail because that's something I feel like a little kid would do, just because he likes Mario. But I also would not recommend that game. It's like the demo's available. I'll have to check it out. But no, because I played Boku no Natsuyasumi 2 earlier this year, and it's like, damn, that game looks great and has fantastic fixed camera angles.
Rip.
You okay?
No, I'm dying. Literally.
No, that didn't
I
happen.
rescind my answer. I have the worst original Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Alright, what is it? Just tell me the character.
We must have come out the wrong side of the baths.
Yeah, the
We'll need
fake
to go back to the
Kaiba
Royal
who
All right,
like
then.
says that
Let's
I'm
find the
back
way
from
out.
the dead.
He has a very different design in the the clown guy kind of sucks, you're right.
Runner-up, Panic.
I was thinking you were gonna say Panic there. Panic works for what his character is. Like, it makes sense that that guy would look like that.
I don't think. Okay, other runner-up. I don't.
Do you know what Panic's original name is in like the Japanese?
I was on the wiki. It's something insane, isn't it?
Player Killer of Darkness.
That is a name created by the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh!
So sick. You know who I like? This isn't necessarily a bad design or anything. You know who I hate?
Who?
I hate Esperoba.
You hate me? Why would you hate? Just off the top of my head. I'm just doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge stream point.
I don't know why. I was going through Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters like on the wiki from that like season from like the original series.
He is
and I
maybe.
saw him, and I don't know. I don't even remember why. I hate.
He's the guy who Joey got Jinzo from.
Oh god. Ugh.
Like all of Joey's best cards are from other people.
That's why he's awesome.
That's not true. Baby Dragon is his.
Baby Dragon.
Baby Dragon. what's the coolest Yu-Gi-Oh card, and why is it relinquished?
That's a pretty good one. Well, Thousand Eyes Restrict is simply cool. I will say,
I
as
believe
far as
you mean
all
Hungry
of
Burger?
the like, as far as all of the like standard like Yugi boss monster cards go, I think Blackluster Soldier has always been my favorite.
That one's pretty top.
Let's go down the list. So
I
it's
think I
Dark
told you that,
Magician, Buster Blader, Summon Skull, Gaia. Am I forgetting? And I got Slifer, obviously.
Various Dark Magicians.
Yes, various Dark Magicians.
Andy, have I told you my deck is coming is like a retrain of Chimera, the
Oh yeah, and they added in the Spiritualist type.
the Illusion, which come from Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories from the Game Boy.
Hell yeah. Did you see that Konami was doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Game Boy game collection?
Really?
I played the shit out of that. I like the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007 for the Nintendo DS is probably to this day one of my most played video games. I have like hundreds of hours in that thing from when I was a kid.
Taken out the wrong side of the bat.
Is it just playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's just
All
playing
right,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
then. Let's find a way out.
And like it was like my favorite era of GX.
Rye, can I read you the description of a card that is currently in the game that I think is very toxic?
Sure.
If you have no cards in your graveyard, this is a quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to your graveyard. Until the end of the next turn, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. But this is both players' graveyards.
Okay.
So you know that card Macrocosmos?
What is that one?
You know, like the sun, like the Helios sun cards?
Yeah.
Well, like that's what Macrocosmos is. Like it's a continuous trap that banishes all cards, right?
Yeah.
What if this is just like that, but instead of a continuous trap, it's just a quick effect, and it lasts for like this turn and then the next turn.
That's awesome. I love that.
It is not. It is like a toxic, awful.
No, but you've talked to the wrong person specifically because banishing decks are like my favorite.
Can you play this in Thunder Dragon, Eli?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Like I love Helios. Like I don't know what you were expecting out of me.
Okay, let me give you. This would be like if Ken's DP did 100% of your health. Like that is how toxic this card is. Like a Ken like DP did 100% of your health. That is how much how bad this card is.
It's gonna be a really funny card if you're going up against somebody who like their whole thing is play a card which sends like they play card A. Card A sends card B from their deck to their graveyard, and then they play card C, which pulls card from graveyard to field. You know, like there's a ton of decks like that. That's gonna be great against those guys. Like the minute they start sending stuff from their deck to the graveyard, they're like, actually.
Oh, do you mean 99% of decks? Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, gotta prepare. Gotta be prepared against that.
99% of decks are just reanimator decks.
I'd say no. More like 99% of decks have. 99, but like most decks have interaction with their own graveyard and are predicated on that. Graveyard being almost a
Combat in this game
like
so
a resource in
much.
itself.
That didn't happen.
The whole of learning.
And when you instantly shut them up like that, that just kind of like
You must
often
have
like
taken out the wrong side of
if
the
you
bat.
open with Shifter, you just like win the game.
Go back. You must have taken out the wrong side of
Have
the
you
bat.
played Magic?
Oh yeah, I played
I'm just
Magic.
gonna let him kill
Not
me.
like
Alright
so,
then.
so
Let's
it's
find
not
a way
like
out.
reanimator effects.
No, I mean like there is like that does exist, but the graveyard in Yu-Gi-Oh is used for a bunch of different things. So I'd say like Reanimator would be like within that, but not all of it. There are other things,
No,
right?
no, that didn't happen.
Hall of Learning.
You know what they
But-
should bring back?
What?
Toon World.
He must have come out the wrong
What do you
way.
mean bring back? It's like it's never been banned. Like it's
All right then.
I just mean they should
Find a way out.
like they should update it so that it's like
They did. It's never been
multiple
good.
times, never been good.
They've added multiple Toons World supports and revisions, and none of them have ever been good or meta.
No, like there are some tune cards where like
That's the
the
thing.
effects
If you
are
give
insanely good, it just happens to be in tunes. Like tune table of contents that you add any tune card to your hand, that's insane. But it just
Oh, okay, red
like
guy.
you're only adding tune cards, so it doesn't really matter.
no, they should make it. I think that they should make a rule. You know how like you can only have 3 of most cards.
Yeah,
You should be able to have like 6 Toon Worlds.
you do. It's called Toon Kingdom. If you want, but like
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, there's the retrained Toon Kingdom, which you can just play instead.
Whoa! I didn't know this. Time to build a Toon World deck.
Think of this makes you react, and then I tell you the insanely broken card, and you're like, oh, whatever.
Rai is not a meta sheep. He is the dumb anime fanboy that only plays dumb
He
anime
really is.
fanboy
Like,
decks.
Rai is the reason why we get like new Blue Eye support all the time.
No, don't
Yeah.
you fucking.
Rai, I'm sorry, you're not, but you're the exact same. You sit in the same box as those people.
No.
You have
don't.
the exact same
Don't.
taste in support, and
They're in different boxes, but they're the exact same box, but they're just colored different. All right?
Yes.
Like
All right
that's-
then. Let's find the way out.
It's
I would,
the same
I
box.
wouldn't say
Their
they're
side
in the same box.
Yeah, it's the same box, but their side of the box has like.
No, you have
no, I didn't want to do that.
They're
Damn it!
different identical boxes. That's the.
Here's the distinction. I'm rooting for stuff that I think is cool from my childhood, and I assume is not in the meta anymore. I am well aware. Fucking Blue Eyes people are the most spoiled children ever. who
Rai,
get,
that
like,
is actually
9
wrong.
new
There
cards
is
a
some.
year
There
for
is
20 years.
a group of fans more spoiled than Blue Eyes players.
Wait, let me guess. Give me a minute to think.
It's pretty easy, but I'll give you a minute.
I can say it. I don't even read the manga or play the game. I can say it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can't get it.
Lex, would you like to say
I'm
it?
surprised too, but it's the fact that how much I hate Blue Eyes players.
I can say it. Exodia.
No,
No.
wrong.
Not Exodia.
It's not.
Although
Exodia.
Exodia did just get new support for the
Yeah,
record. but
Exodia
it's
gets
all-
support pretty frequently. Rai, do you have your answer?
I really don't know.
It's fucking Heroes, obviously. Obviously, Heroes are more fan-wanked and supported than the Blue Eyes. There
Well,
are
they just
10
did
million infinite hero cards. They introduce a new kind of hero like once every 3 years.
Oh, that sucks. No,
Let me go over the list. We got Elemental, Masked,
Destiny.
Evil, Destiny, Vision,
Is there another one?
Extra, but it's spelled XTRA.
that sucks. They really should have only done Elemental Heroes.
Too bad. I'm sorry.
All the others are lame.
Well, the best hero card is Massacre.com.
No, yeah, I know there's a lot of them. I know
Actually,
there's-
it's probably just malicious.
Yeah,
know
it
a lot
also
of
could be
them are
malicious,
probably
right?
like Destiny Heroes, I remember being really broken when they came out.
They kind of were. They some of them were in other decks, but yeah.
But no, I didn't know they were supporting Toon World. That's awesome.
They are supporting every single dual monster card ever. Their Celtic Guardian has like 10 different support cards, right? Eli, when's the Ferrolamp deck, do you think?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good fucking question, isn't it?
You know what? You know what actually card? You know what card I want to see retrained? Like
What?
honestly, Soggy the Clown.
That's a good one. You know what my DM card that you get a cool deck based off it is?
What?
Dark Blade. Everyone had Dark Blade. You didn't have Dark Blade? Right, tell me you know about Dark Blade.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everyone loves Darkblade.
Everyone loves. He looks like
remember
Shredder.
the design now that I see it. I posted a normal monster on Twitter earlier today, and his name is the Illusory Gentleman. The description is, wearing odd fashions, this gentleman is very fickle. He sometimes saves people, and other times commits crimes.
Normal monster text in
He's really
Yu-Gi-Oh!
cool.
Is so funny, especially now that they only make, like, 3 normal monsters a year.
Okay, what's the he looks like the Illusory Gentleman. He's like 2100 attack, and you can summon him directly from your hand, just like special summon. What am I thinking of?
Cyber Dragon?
No,
Oh, I think the Fiend Mega Cyber?
no. He looks like the Illusory Gentleman. He's very simple.
Oh, the
You can
Tricky?
special summon for your
Tricky.
hand.
Thank you.
What's the one?
The Tricky.
Yeah, the tricky rules.
The Tricky's pretty good.
2000, not 2100. I apologize. Do they support the tricky still?
No, I don't think so.
Damn.
Yeah, he got a retrain called SSX Tricky.
Ah, thank God. Finally done with that combat encounter. Alright. Now we can do the light mirror puzzle. Are you excited?
Yeah. I love
think
like
Zelda
planning
does this
puzzles.
I mean, this is the good part of the game, basically.
Did anyone ever get that clip of Andy
There's a crack.
where I was like,
I'll go.
Andy can solve puzzles. We shouldn't make fun of him. And then he failed to put a round peg in a round hole for 60 seconds.
Say my love.
No, that was not a puzzle. That was me failing to shoot a basket. That's very
I
different.
It's quite
Did
natural,
we get
really.
the clip?
Her kingdom's
tried
conquered,
clipping it at the
she
time,
has
but
nothing,
yeah.
no one
That
to
was
protect
in
her.
the Zelda clip,
needs me.
right?
Andy
Yeah,
I
failed
can
to
see
shoot
it
a
in the way she looks
basket.
at
The
me.
wizards need you,
All
man.
I'd have to do is reach out and take her hand.
Andy
And
would
she'd
join a
be
team called the
mine.
Wizards.
Why am I talking to myself?
Andy, what if you showed up at the wizards first day of practice and you had like a wizard costume on?
People
We're
don't even
talking like
know
Mickey
Wizards
Mouse and
games dress
Fantasia
like that.
costume.
That's how much their franchise sucks. That should be such a shoo-in. You're more likely to see people dressed up as wizards at Orlando Magic games, I feel like, than fucking Wizards games.
I think you're more likely to see people show up.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If they went back to being the Baltimore Bullets, they'd win a championship every 5 years. Sickest team name, but maybe in American sports.
That's good.
There we go.
Alright, so I'm making a list of manga and comics to check out of the library. Not necessarily like at once, but just stuff that they have that I want to check out like over a period of time. It'd be like a year from now, as far as I know. So I'm still going through from the library, Berserk and Dorohedoro,
Oh yeah.
and then the rest of the list is Slam Dunk, Vagabonds, which are both of the same author. Yotsuba, thanks to Rai. Naoki Urasawa's 20th Century Boys. Thanks to Andy. Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Oh yeah.
and thanks to Cole, Grant Morrison's Batman.
Ooh.
Have you read any Urasawa before?
Yes. Now this might not have been a great point to start, but I have read Billy Bat.
What did you? I haven't read it yet. What did you think of Billy Bat?
It's insane.
In a good way?
I don't know. I'm honestly what I think of it. I love the way he draws faces.
Yes.
You know what I
The
gotta give
scans
credit
I read
for about
were-
because part one of classic Getter 70s Getaro was drawn by Go Nagai. You know what's one of the coolest things Go Nagai does? How he like draws eyes whenever characters are strongly reacting to something as like swirling, like just constant like swirls instead of a defined pupil or anything.
So I know that Go Nagai wrote the first part of Get a Robo,
No,
but I think it was all drawn by Ken Ishikawa.
No, I think Nagai drew it. Ishikawa wrote it. I think is what it was, but I could be wrong.
I'm gonna look that up.
I think I might actually be wrong.
No, yeah, Go Nagai wrote it and Ken Ishikawa drew it.
Gotcha.
So. That's what it says on Wikipedia, anyways.
70s such a good era for comics.
I'm pretty sure that the guy helped with some of the designs, but like the actual drawing was Ken Ishikawa.
So I don't know if you saw in there, but there are some added stuff that Ishikawa added to Seven Works, and the pages looks good because he's one of the greatest artists of all time. But it is very obvious when you're like, oh yeah, this is a thing that was drawn by an artist 20 years later.
Yeah, and that's what like makes me actually. I was like, whoa, and then I realized, wait a minute, this was probably added later after I kept going, and it's like, this is not from the 70s, but it makes me want to read the 90s stuff.
Yeah, I'm really excited because the 90s stuff is just my favorite comic now. Like that, it's just that.
Wow. Yeah, no. So the Yu-Gi-Oh manga I've been rereading on this iPad that I have on the Shonen Jump app. Whereas Get a Robo I have to read on my computer, which I don't like as much. So that's why that's why I've been putting off reading the 90s stuff, even though I'm sure I will like it.
Oh, okay.
There's a part of me that's deeply nervous that you won't like Yotsuba, and I don't know how I'll be able to respond if that happens.
Let Angie respond.
I've already heard your in the past. What's going to be different about this time?
You all talked at once. Eli, say again.
I said I've already hurt your feelings in the past. What's going to be different about this one?
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Like I just said, I did not like Hikaru no Go.
Yeah, but you're gonna
read that's your favorite.
But you're gonna
I don't like Yakuza, it's not your favorite.
The whole way through one day, and you'll see the error of your ways. So it doesn't hurt that bad. What was your question, Lex?
What's Yotsuba about?
Look,
Yotsuba is about
symbol that
a
was on the
precocious
Stay there.
5-year-old girl raised by her single father, and every chapter is just like.
It's no use.
It's weird. It's still ongoing, so we don't.
I can see
know
that.
how it's gonna end, but it seems to be the whole manga is day by day her life in the final year before she starts going to school. Because like as we're I don't know, fucking like 20 years in now, they're getting to parts where it's like we have to buy Yotsuba a backpack and like stuff like that. But every chapter is just like she's a precocious kid, her friends or her dad take her and she experiences new things like learning to ride a bike or she goes to the beach for the first time. And it's really funny and really cute and it's gorgeously hand-drawn. I guess at the start it's not like as detailed as it is now, but like as it goes on, like he keeps doing like later Berserk level spreads for the background, and then like all the characters' faces are just like a smiley face, which is really funny.
I was telling you that I hadn't read it, but I assumed it wasn't good because my only like interaction with it was you posting stickers of Yotsuba in the group chat. So I just, in my mind, this was like, this is Minions.
No, I think it's cool as hell that somebody made Yotsuba stickers. So I use them when I can.
No, I get that. It's just like that was my only frame of reference.
I
just thought,
assumed your only frame of reference was that she's the 4chan girl.
why would I know that?
I don't know. You're like
A millennial in your 30s who's been online.
I've never like used 4chan. Like I know what it is, obviously, but I've never used it.
You might be the only person in this call who can say that.
That's like that's very surprising. That's very strange. I just kind of that's kind of like not that you are strange, but that's just kind of a thing that I assume about people our age is that if you're a certain level of online, you've spent a certain amount of time on 4chan.
No.
Like what were your online stomping grounds before Twitter?
Stormfront. No, like film forums and like stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Oscar music stuff, you know.
You would have
honestly,
clicked on TV.
Like stuff where I wasn't even like really participating and just like kind of lurking.
Hmm. Did these did these forums have Bane posting?
No, this was like art house kind of stuff.
You could have brought Bane posting to these people. Like
I did not know about Bane posting until like years after it happened. Because I assumed it happened on 4chan where I was not a part of.
Yes.
That was correct. I just think
I did not know about it until like it was dead.
I just think it would be really funny.
Bane posting has never really died.
Of course, but like not like a thing that people do every day.
Yeah.
I did find out about Bane posting afterwards, and it has to be obviously the best thing about that movie.
Yeah. Even just in general.
Where is that glow coming from?
One of the most absurd scenes in cinema.
It's really funny, like the fact that you weren't on the fact that you weren't on 4chan and you were on film forums instead means that to you, Drive is simply a movie.
Well, it's a bad movie, yeah. But I know that a lot of weirdos like it.
Oh, damn it.
Although, if there are any like hot guys who like it, then it's my favorite movie, actually.
I think Ryan Gosling likes it.
Does he? I don't know. Does he talk about it?
I would assume he likes it.
I don't think he dislikes it, but like I'm not saying that.
He probably
Does
likes
he talk about
Barbie
it being
more.
one of his favorite movies that he's been in?
I
don't know.
I think he enjoyed being in Barbie more.
Exactly. Barbie got him an Oscar nomination, I'm sure,
Okay.
which is stupid.
So did La La Land.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, Emma Stone has 2 Oscars. What the fuck?
Not an Emma Stone fan?
Well, it's not like whatever that she won for La La Land. Like, I don't even think there's anyone up that year who I like really cared about off the top of my head. But I was up.
Best Picture that year, right?
Yeah, Moonlight. But like, there was not like someone in the Best Actors category. I need to look it up because I might be wrong. But I remember that last year I was like honestly, genuinely annoyed that she won it over Lily Gladstone. I usually don't care about the Oscars, but I was actually a little pissed about that.
What did she win it for?
Poor Things. This looks horrible.
And
Yeah, I mean, she won it over Isabelle Huppert, who is like definitely a better actress, but it's her Paul Verhoeven film, so like I don't really care that much. But
well, it's also it could have gone to. I think I was Olivia. I was rooting for Olivia Gladstone, but second I would have had.
sorry, I was talking about for La La Land, that she won over that. But yeah, for
Wait,
last
which
year,
Verhoeven?
L.
Oh, that movie's
ELLE.
amazing. Yeah, she should have won it for that. That's one of the best performances of the 2010s, easily, bar none.
You know what? I'm not like a Verhoeven guy, but yeah, I do like Isabelle Huppert. She's like one of France's most important actresses, and
She
they
fucking
definitely
kills it in that movie.
Yeah. I assume it's better than Emma Stone in La La Land, but I'm not.
Probably.
Listen to this.
But yeah, I was
Power of love.
I was annoyed
Love
that Lily
is
Gladstone
life.
lost last year
So
as
if
well.
you want
So
to live,
Emma Stone,
die in
2
love.
Oscar frauds is what
Die
we're
in
saying.
love if you want to stay alive.
What's that supposed to mean?
I thought you'd like it.
What
want
else
to be
did I miss?
useful,
You
try
think
finding
on
a book
4chan,
that'll tell
Brian?
us how to
You
get
think
out
I'm
of
so
here.
deprived of not
This
being.
isn't that kind of
There
game.
was a guy
Game.
on A. I don't know
She
if he's
thinks
still
this is a
doing
game.
it, but every day he would post a new thread, and it would be this drawing of one of the Fate Stay Night characters eating a fish, and he would say, "I'm going to keep posting this every day, and you're going to like it." And he did, in fact, post it every day.
Stay there.
For like
I'll
decade.
come to you.
Didn't get banned or anything?
No, he's an essential part of the board culture.
I see.
Let me check A right now and see if somebody's posted.
Hey, I assume it's the Anime Award.
Yeah.
That makes
It was the first of 2 boards, it and B, which is random.
Oh, A's going crazy over the My Hero Academia ending, of course.
I've seen stuff on Twitter about that. It just like I have not read it, this ending, but my conception really is that like Deku just did nothing for 8 years, and then they got him like a power suit out of pity. I think is what I read on Twitter.
No, no one's posting the eating the fish anymore. No. They have a Yu-Gi-Oh thread right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! How do you even win against a duelist with multiple Exodia cards, multiple Swords of Revealing Light, and multiple Pot of Greed cards? Is there any spell or trap card that forces your opponent to throw away all cards in their hands?
Yes, several.
And then somebody posted card destruction and said, "Yeah, one of the first cards in the game, numbnuts."
Yeah.
Designed that way because Exodia decks were so good in the early OCG.
Card destruction, by the way, is still legal as I want. Oh, Greed is not legal though.
Well, no, they're never gonna fucking legalize that card.
No.
Somebody posted, Explodia. No one's ever outrun him before. I don't even know what that means.
It's a reference to Kaiba's line. When getting defeated by it, Exodia, no one's ever been able to summon him before.
Oh, okay. Wait, there's a second Yu-Gi-Oh thread.
Second Yu-Gi-Oh thread is at the towers.
It's the image of Yami Yugi where he summoned a bunch of Karibos for one episode, and he's like, "Make wall of infinite Karibos, blocks your path." Isn't this OP? How do you even get past that? Instant first response is just somebody posting Dark Hole.
Duelist Kingdom has some fun bullshit in there.
I'm assuming this has to be the same person who's making multiple, like, Dual Kingdom Yu-Gi-Oh how do I beat this threads?
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Let's see what movies TV is talking about.
No, why would they? Why would the? Shouldn't there be like a separate movies thread then?
It's
Channel?
it's TV is the television and film board.
Well, that's fucking stupid. I'm glad I never went on there.
Okay. Oh, this is good. I've got the TV top 100 films.
What? That's probably gonna make me mad. Whatever it is. I'll probably Drive as number one.
I want to see. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Sure. Let me. Too small. I can't see it.
You'd have to open a new tab or open in browser, whatever the button is.
Yeah. I see. Are these ranked?
I don't believe so. I think the way they usually do it is, people
I'm
just
back.
they do it in different ways. I think it's just like people submit a certain number of movies, like 5 or 10 or 3 or
Okay.
1, and
Well, I mean, it pains me that this list is mostly good. So.
What
that's why I
list is
want your
this?
opinion on it, because it's not just like, oh, it's a bunch of meme stuff. It's like,
I assumed it was going to be, but a lot of these are well, all these are real movies. So.
that's what I'm saying. It's all like they pick mostly good movies. I want your film snob beef. Like that's
No, I mean there are like a couple movies on here I don't like, but that's just a difference of opinion. That's fine. Like,
Wait, Eli has movies he doesn't like.
that would be it's a first.
Have you ever? That's great.
I don't think I've ever brought it up before, but yeah.
What the fuck is Annette 2021?
Yeah, I think that's stupid being on here, but that's the new Leos Carax movie. Well, not new, I guess, anymore. It's 3 years old, but it's the most recent Leos Carax movie. Adam Driver's in it, and I'm surprised you didn't see people talking about it. It's like, I didn't watch it because I was not at work, but I maybe it's just you weren't on film Twitter. A lot of people were talking about it.
Is that
My
the movie
memory,
where where he punches the wall and screams?
No, that's Marriage Story, which I also haven't seen. But this is the one where it's like a whole like musical, and he plays like, I think, a shitty comic who gets like canceled or something. I don't know, but I didn't see it because I was not interested.
Okay.
But yeah, like a lot of movies on here I really like. And the ones I don't are generally like well enough regarded that I will give that a pass. It's like just whatever, it's fine.
Sorcerer being on here is weird. I feel like having not seen.
I mean, I hate that movie, but I know a lot of people like it. So
yeah, but it's just like why is that movie on here and not The Wages of Fear?
I don't know why people like Sorcerer more, but they do. They seem to. So maybe it's the Tangerine Dream soundtrack. I don't know. Wages of Fear is much better, of course. Yeah, it's like they got like A Brighter Summer Day on here. They got City of Pirates on here. They got The Grande on here.
Yeah,
they got The Scarlet Empress. Like I can't beef really.
You want to, but you
Like,
can't.
I'm like, yeah, like there are a couple that I don't like, but that's just like I might as well beef with film Twitter people about them because it's not like a 4chan thing specifically. It's just film people like them, and I don't. So it's whatever. Yeah, it's like I kind of feel like Shaq, I did not understand your game kind of thing. It's like I did not expect them to have a list that wasn't Drive.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this was my experience. Unfortunately, is like the threads are by and large terrible on average. Discussion often goes nowhere. When it comes time to build like lists and stuff, you get really good shit.
The autistic way of communication.
Exactly. This is like I was mostly a lit guy going through like literature threads. So I've learned about a lot of great books, but never sat down and read most of them.
Yeah, you got manga to read.
100%. I'm looking through TV right now. There's a thread where somebody just posted a picture of Buster Keaton and said he mogs Chaplin so hard it's unreal.
Probably true, if we're being
Okay,
honest.
what does Mogs mean?
Fucking.
Is this like owns like something
Yeah.
like just way better?
Yeah,
than
just
Chaplin?
fucking like humiliates.
Yeah, I would agree. I much prefer Keaton to Chaplin personally.
Has Chaplin had a joke as iconic as having a wall fall behind you and standing in the one spot where there is no wall?
That's a great one.
That's one of the all-time.
Keaton was the best.
The one that I reference all the time, to the point where my roommate's really mad at me because anytime like coffee comes up, I'll mention it. So I forget what movie it is, but it's Chaplin's watching a guy put sugar in his coffee, and he's got like a big jar of sugar, and he just takes one spoonful of sugar and puts it in the coffee, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and he keeps watching him do this, and he eventually gets so mad at how often he's doing this that he just takes the guy's cup of sugar and he pours, or a cup of coffee, and he pours it in the jar of sugar and mashes it down and then hands it to him, and the guy's like, "Ooh."
There's a Keaton movie called Our Hospitality. And, like, the premise is that there's this in the South. There's this feud between like the two families. It's like a Hatfield kind of situation, and like Keaton as a baby was taken up north by his other family, and in college he met this beautiful Southern girl, and they go down and it's, to introduce, and it turns out that he is of the family that like her family hates and they want to kill him, but they have a rule about hospitality that they have to treat him very nicely as a guest as long as he's in their house. So they want him to leave so that they can go kill him, and he just has like new contrivances about not leaving the house and like overstaying his welcome so he doesn't get killed.
Is he aware of this, or is he like
Not at first, but then he becomes aware and just will not leave. And is like, I do not want to leave. Our Hospitality, 1923.
How
It's
long
really
is it?
funny. It's not long. I don't know exactly, but cannot be very long.
73 minutes?
Yeah, that's not long at all.
That's a great premise.
Eli?
It's fantastic.
I don't know if I fucked up here or not. I have been, So Lid got a new job. They're working at a pretzel factory now.
I saw them posting about like that they're now doing some kind of labor, and if you gave me 1,000 guesses, I would have not guessed.
Yeah, I think of fucking Kirk working at the cracker factory every single time.
I'm thinking of Lid, like he's in like Chaplin's Modern Times, but it's like a line of like assembling pretzels.
Yeah, he's got to twist them all by hand.
Holy fuck, that's funny.
Yeah, that's regarding. It is very.
No, I'm not trying to like make fun of that job. I'm just, what if I work in the pretzel factory and like, if I do really well, I could get promoted to the salting division.
Yes, exactly. So But anyway, the thing where I was going with this in terms of like great comedy and stuff is that now it basically works a job where one week they work every day except for Wednesday and Thursday, and another week they only work Wednesday and Thursday, I believe. So now we're likely having to move back. We're hanging out less, because that's sleepy stuff. But that also means we're now doing the Looney Tunes marathon once every other week.
That's not much of a marathon.
Well, it's a marathon in terms of how many we have to watch.
Are you watching 26 miles of film?
Fuck you. The three shorts that I'm excited to do this week that I get to watch in like next week, I'm really excited for. Because they're all three great ones. High Dive in Hair.
Of course, classic.
Fast and the Furriest, which for Ride's context is the first Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner cartoon.
Oh wow.
And another of your favorites, Eli, The Long-Haired Hair.
Of course.
So yeah, next week's very fucking strong. We have maybe the two best Bugs cartoons of the 40s.
Oh, just so you know, when they in The Long-Haired Hair, when they keep thinking that he's Leopold, that is
I
Leopold
would probably
Stokowski,
say
who conducted Fantasia.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
So you know.
I would probably say High Dive in Hair and Old Grayer Hair are my favorite. I would actually say my favorite Jones of the 40s, Jones Bugs cartoon of the 40s, is Rabbit Hood.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, it is. I gotta move. I did this wrong. Yeah, Rabbit Hood rules. Would you say Rabbit Hood or Robin Hood Daffy is the better cartoon, Eli?
Yoinks in a way.
I gotta disagree. I gotta say. Hold on. I'm going to send Rye what might be the greatest joke of all time. All right, here you go.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's on voice chat. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me on in Culvers. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah, just watch that. I did something wrong. Let me look at.
Stop! You can't go in there! You're not allowed in there! This is the king's private garden! You're standing on royal ground! Couldn't I?
See, there was a couple here. You'll never regret it, my friend. This place will double in value inside of 6 months.
Hold on, let me see. All right.
That was not the greatest joke ever.
I'm sorry. Like genuinely, when it reveals that like he's building the house the whole time, like that is one of my favorite jokes in all of them.
That's good. Perhaps it's the way the clip was edited. I was waiting for a punchline at the end.
You'll never.
Why
No, that's basically how the joke ends.
I know.
People getting bonked on the head.
Just the slow realization of what he has done. This is the joke from the cartoon that Eli is like, and I think you might like this one more. It's a classic. Let me actually make sure it's the. Yeah, okay, it's the full clip.
Have you noticed the Discord YouTube embeds have advertisements now? It's I'm going to kill myself.
Hold on. I need to look at the walkthrough while I'm doing this. Okay.
This is a good joke.
No, it's basically the rake, the Sideshow Bob rake joke.
Yeah, the rake is funny.
It's awesome.
No, it's real strong. I'm not gonna deny that this is a great joke. Okay, actually, let me hold on.
Now then, yikes! And away!
Man, I can show it to you on stream. My actual favorite short. We can talk. The ending rock bit is what really sells it.
It's good.
Where the fuck am I going?
I'm bumping around 4chan now because I haven't been on here in years. I went to the literature board and there's a thread where somebody's just posted The Old Man in the Sea, and the thread title is Hemingway sucks. Oh my good lord in heaven, dude, just go to McDonald's. Why'd you spend all this? Why'd you take all the time going and get that fish? Dude, just go to a restaurant.
I've been reading about like music history lately, but I should read a novel again soon. Speaking of literature, you know.
I want to start reading more in general again.
Fuck up, I gotta undo this, and then I think I know what I'm doing, but we'll see.
I was reading, at the recommendation of a friend, the what's called the Copenhagen trilogy by Tove Ditlevsen. She was a Danish author in the mid 20th century. These three books she wrote, I guess, were really beloved in Danish and Denmark, but they've just now been translated into English for the first time, and so it's making a big splash, I guess, like the New York Times book review and stuff.
What are they about?
They're loose. I shouldn't say loosely. It's autobiographical fiction, like a novelization of the author's life. There's three books called I think it's Youth, Adolescent. What are they? Let me pull it up.
Also, Eli, that's my favorite Bugs joke. I think my favorite like Looney Tunes joke period is probably Mongoose season from Duck Rabbit Duck.
The books are childhood, youth, and dependency. Like there's three books about her young life, and I finished the first one, childhood, and it was really good. It's just like
nice.
It's just like I don't know, 15 or so chapters of short little vignettes of like yeah, I was 9 and this happened to me and it changed how I saw my father. And then next chapter is like, and when I was 10, this happened and it changed my relationship with my brother. Like it's just like and each chapter is like 5 or 6 pages. It's just really good, like condensed prose and stuff.
I'll have to read
I
it
need to
sometime.
start reading again.
Andy, by the way, my favorite joke from the I think Hunting trilogy, I don't remember which one, of Liquid Short, is tennis. Anyone?
Anyone for tennis?
Yes.
True classic. I can't deny. Let me get the walkthrough back up.
Yeah, but so like I've enjoyed my nonfiction reading certainly, but I'm sure I'll read another novel soon enough or short story collection.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I think what I have to. Oh, can I not move it? Okay.
Okay, I found it. Yeah, Eli, here's an excerpt from the first novel. I think this is her writing about graduating the 5th grade, which like she's growing up in like the 1910s or 20s in
Okay.
So it's the first time anyone has graduated from the 5th grade.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember if it's the end of her education actually. Like women did, I think she was too poor, or women just didn't go to school past this or something at the time.
Go newly lit crystal.
Wow. That's
You'll
beautiful.
find another
Yeah,
crystal.
it's like like again, they're really short chapters, so everything is just like this. Let me find some other excerpts I sent to a friend.
I see that it just collected like all three in one book. Is this friend Ricky, by the way?
No, I actually had asked Ricky. So Ricky's from Sweden, and
No, I know that. I wasn't confusing with two countries. I just remember when we were on a call, like three of us, you mentioned someone named Toba, and I assumed that
yeah,
this
I
was.
was asking Ricky if he was familiar with this
Yeah,
author.
but I just didn't remember his response. So
He is not.
gotcha.
I even asked him. I have a friend in Denmark who obviously speaks Danish, and I was trying to get an EPUB or a PDF in Danish of these books, so I could get some excerpts that I really liked and ask my Danish friend if the prose, because they're fluent in English and Danish. I'm like, is the prose better in Danish, um, or is this just translation like masterful? Because this seems to like the prose here is fantastic a lot of the time, which is always I want to say rare, but I always appreciate it a lot more in a translated work.
I'm gonna put a hold on this at the library. It's checked out right now, but
Cool. me go grab some food. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see now what the game wants me to do. Because I looked up a video and saw the answer. Hold on. What it wants me to do is today. There we go. Now, just need to select that. Have it go through the hole and hit the light. There we go.
You opened the gate.
Now we can continue forward somehow. Once I figure out how to do that. There's the gate again. You can see it from over here. Oh, okay. I think this is... Yes. Oh, no, that's not correct. Oh, I see. Oh, dang it, I missed one of those. Oh, well. We got a new sword. I assume the final one? I'm not sure.
It's actually a really, 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 really old sword.
Shut up. I hate you.
What?
It
What did I do?
also, it does not... You don't know that. You have no evidence.
You get the
of that.
Master Sword, Andy?
Maybe.
It could be
I think I got the magic
a
sword.
Contemporaneous sword, yes, I suppose.
Okay. Ugh.
So there are 6 folds ahead of me on that book, but, you know,
Wow,
could be-
really?
on in no time. Yeah.
Can we make it? Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Damn. Is that as fast as you can run?
Yes. Because this is the game about jumping, so... You can also do a not great Zelda roll. I think the camera is just giving the appearance of speed. We'll try
What if
it.
we were hanging out and I did like a survival horror protagonist run?
You did the... That'd be great. Oh, wow, no, this is a lot faster.
I'm trying to imagine what you think
What if
the horror protagonist run is.
What if I screamed, "Yeah!" and did a cartwheel?
I would pay you like $20 to see you do a cartwheel.
Yeah, come back when I've lost like 50 pounds.
Here's the thing. Cartwheels are mostly inertia. I feel like I could do one.
Probably.
If I got it wrong, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I feel like prime era Sammo Hung, he was a fat guy, but he could definitely do a cartwheel for sure.
I used to do cartwheels and stuff like that, like all the time, like well into high school. And I was not particularly fit. I think it's mostly about confidence in the movement. It's like a backflip. Like, I think all of us could do a backflip and land it, but if you hesitate or get nervous, like, at all, you'll fuck it up and die. You know what I mean?
So when I said like survival horror protagonist run, I'm talking about like a female survival horror protagonist run. I'm not talking about Red People. I'm talking about
like your hands are up, limp-wristed near your shoulders.
Just really bad form.
You're just swinging them left to right, really exaggerated as you run. Nice move.
Exactly.
Well, the problem with the combat is it's mostly boring, except you can't backflip over the blue guys, so you just gotta fucking hope that you can just kill them quickly. And also, the lock-on is automatic. You do not have control over it.
Ow!
That was my partner shooting me with an arrow.
Eli, I thought you meant this.
No, that is too good form for what I'm talking about.
Fucker. There we go. And we'll do at least
should be a way to make this thing go up.
One
See if
more
you can find a
save point
switch.
after this, maybe two.
Okay, so like this is not a survival horror game from Kingdom Hearts, but basically like this run.
I'm looking for a specific game, and I'm trying to remember what it is.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
Never mind. I found one! Shall I pull it?
Not yet! Wait till I'm on the platform! Now!
You're talking about this. You're talking about the Haunting Ground run.
No. What I was actually talking about was I watched a friend play the first little bit of Rule of Rose. And I was thinking actually of that.
Rule of Rose is crazy good. Rule of Rose is insane.
Here's the thing, I'm sure I would hate actually playing it, but it's very interesting.
Rye, have you been playing anything lately?
I'm back into Elden Ring, and not like
DLC, just the
nowhere
base game.
near DLC. I'm just like,
what have you accomplished since we last talked?
so look, timeline. I bought the game when it came out, and I sunk, I don't know, probably like 80 hours into it at least. And in doing so, I just got through Limgrave and the Weeping Peninsula and Liurnia.
Which, if you don't know, that is a terrible pace for 80 hours.
I know. I take my time. I'm super thorough. I just like.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying it's like 80 hours is like for most people like near the other day.
Yeah. No, not me. I am. Let me see what I'm at now. Yeah, I'm currently at 145 hours. I have just beaten Radon. Gone underground and done.
So you have beaten Radon.
Yes, I beat Radon recently. I think, all of Nokron because I beat the gargoyles and explored all the different areas and got the mimic tier and stuff.
Okay, so you now have the mimic tier, which, as you might have heard, is really good.
I was gonna say I refuse to use.
Here's the thing about the mimic tier: it's not just that it's really good, like what it can do. It's also like the only one. I'm pretty sure the only one that requires health instead of magic points, and so basically any build can use it. Is also why it's really good. It's like not every build can use a lot of the really good spirit ashes because they require
to use them.
Yeah, because you have to invest in that. But everyone, even magic users, eventually are going to be investing in bigger. And so the fact that mimic tier is, it costs that, I think was a mistake.
My thing is, from a multiplayer perspective, when I'm playing these games, I like to summon spirit ashes and pretend they're my friends, and it would feel really weird to pretend that my clone of me is a friend. I would not feel good about being with just a clone of me. So I won't use it.
I still need to beat the game on my main character, but I want to start the game over again. And I started the game as a bandit, and it was just miserable. I don't know if I want to go back.
Were you using a bow?
Eli.
Yeah.
Metroid Dread update. Last thing I did, I think, was I got super missiles and plasma beam now, and boy, I remember looking through like the forest area as I was heading over there, because I didn't realize I was at the part where I almost go 3DX. I'm like, man, it's gonna suck when when every life form on this planet fucking dies. And then it's like, oh man, yeah. But Dread's so good.
What boss have you most recently beaten?
The bot is the first spear Chozo guy.
Okay, those are fun.
Those are fun. The gun ones, I think, are the weakest boss fight in the game.
The ones where you have to fight like two at once.
Well, they originally just throw you one at once, but just in general, like
two at once was really hard. I think the hardest, honestly, is who's that guy with is in the lava?
The Kraid.
Kraid?
Yeah,
I died to him a few times.
Kraid is not. Ravenbeak is the hardest boss in the game.
No, I actually think the experiment might be harder, especially if you don't know about the.
That's fair. That would be my number 2, regardless. But like those two are definitely above the rest. Although like most bosses, especially like on your first playthrough, are probably going to give you a challenge. Dread's so good. I can't believe they made a game that good.
It's crazy.
Why do I not remember fighting the experiment? Oh, I do. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't think I had too much trouble with this. For some reason, I died to Kraid like 50 times. I
did die to him a bunch this playthrough. I died to him like 10 times just by beating the first boss, like, first try. Can I make that? I don't.
And I definitely died to Kraid multiple times, but I died a lot more to the experiment.
I think it was that like Ravenbeak is it. Ravenbeak has that Dark Souls boss thing of where everything's so fine tuned that every time I fought him, I felt like I was getting a little better.
Yeah.
With Raid, I would die like 20 times in a row.
See, I had that is each time you get like he is broken up into clear phases of there's the thing you're on top, then on the bottom, then climbing back up, and etc. You know, and I had that experience fighting Kraid. Also, if you get bombs early, you can one-shot Kraid.
You still have to, I'm pretty sure, do the first phase.
Yeah, you do have to, but once you get there's a thing you
Yeah.
can blow up, and then it'll launch you into his belly button, and that fucking kills him.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
that
did
is
not
an
do that
intentional-
because you get bombs right after Kraid, pretty close after Kraid. I did get I did do the early grapple beam because it's Kraid drops you out right next to it, and it's like, okay, do you know what early grapple beam requires? Basically, you go in the back way of like it. You're in the machine area, and there's a bunch of lava room that it sends you in afterwards. And basically, you have to go through. The room is like a big lava pit, and then like two like tunnel areas, and then one tunnel, and then like another more fall that you can get to up top. And basically, you have to Donkey Kong Country slide jump out of the hole, which has finicky fucking timing because the game was not built with that in mind. But hey, it works. And then wall jump up, do it again on the other side, and then you're basically there at the grapple beam elevator, and you get it. The other thing I did was, and this is a lot simpler, you can just do this if you know how to get it. If you know where to find the secret elevator, which is not that hidden, to get the pulse radar early, you can just hop right over after getting grapple beam and speed booster, and it's just like a quick train ride over to the lava area. You go down to the left a little bit. You go into one of the heated rooms. You grapple up. You shoot a wall, and then you take one of the teleporters to the forest area and get it. And it's really nice having that early because it's just like, oh, where are the blocks? Oh, there they are. Metroid Dread's so fucking good. I don't like.
The Switch has such a great library of first-party games, despite being a fucking like
the
2015
Nintendo
Android tablet. Yeah. It's like it has all that, and like the PS5 has no games. It's insane.
And Xbox is fucking dying.
Nintendo just cannot lose, sadly. I don't want to say sadly. I don't know why I said that.
No, you can say sadly. It's a major corporation.
Yeah, but I don't want them to lose.
Don't worry. I don't think they will be.
Yeah. It's just one of the things that, yeah, they're a major corporation, sure, whatever. If Nintendo, like, collapsed tomorrow, the world would be so much worse. Like... You know, doing the super best friends bit. I believe in the 3 N's.
What are the other two?
There's Nintendo, Nitrome.
How about Namco Bandai?
Bandai.
You can reverse the order for this bit.
I do not believe in Namco. Let me tell you something. What am I doing here? I actually do not know.
Well, isn't that true for all of us, brother?
It's true for all of us?
Not. How did I get here? I don't know.
That is absolutely true.
I would say I've been rereading Yotsuba last couple of days, and like it starts off like it's always cute and nice. It hits its stride really strongly, like chapter like 30 something, in that first like 30 chapters, these are cute and nice moments and stuff. When it gets to like 30 onward, I am laughing out loud at like every chapter.
Look.
Specifically
Oh.
because I think in chapter 30
That's not how it
specifically,
happened.
they introduce the best character dynamic in comedy, which is Yotsuba's dad has a friend who comes over who forms an instant and long-lasting beef with his 5-year-old daughter.
No!
I just like it's just literally like his friend comes over and like he's just like they're eating lunch together, and then Yotsuba's like, "Dad, can I have ice cream?" And he's like, "Sure." And she comes and gets some ice cream. Like, I have ice cream. And the guy just takes a bite out of her ice cream, and then for the rest of her life, she hates him. she,
So is this like a one-sided beef that Yotsuba
no,
hates?
he also gets really petty about it. Because she starts like doing shit to him, and like he like has to take a work phone call, and she snatches the phone out of his hands and start going like poop, butt, stupid, stupid, and then hangs up the phone. And he's like, "What? That was my job."
Got his ass.
I love it. It's so his name's Yonda, and if when people post about like I've seen like anytime people post about Yotsuba on like Twitter or whatever, and somebody mentions Yonda, there'll just be like 20 people replying like "fuck Yonda, we hate Yonda." He ate some of Yotsuba's candy that one time.
What is the dad's opinion on the rivalry?
He every time Yonda comes over, Yotsuba's like, that's the bad man's here," and Dad's like, "Yep, he's a bad man. Stay away from him." And he's like, "What do you mean? I'm your friend."
Okay, so like I just looked up because I wanted to see like what chapter this guy appears in. Not that I'll start with the chapter, I'll start from the beginning, obviously, but just see. So I looked at what this character looks like. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting like a 50-year-old man,
No, he's
like an
20.
older scholar man. Yeah, this guy is like your age.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That's great. I'll read it, I'm sure. I don't know like if I want to start it like until because in addition to what like things I already have here, I'm reading Berserk and Dorohedoro ongoing from the library, so it's like I might want to just say read those until I'm done with those, but we'll see.
Don't worry, Yotsuba will always be there for you.
Yeah, well they're not going to take it out of the library. I'm sure it'll still be there.
Okay.
Does it like go through like there are no arcs, I assume. There's just
there are
one-off incidents, I would assume.
There are, but here's a recent arc. There was like a 5-chapter arc where Yotsuba, her dad, and Yonda go on a hike in the mountains. Like that was an arc. It'll be like, oh, here's 4 chapters where they go camping. Like little stuff like that.
Like Calvin and Hobbes' story arcs.
Kinda, yeah. It's very.
Can I just interrupt? Can I interrupt real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Does Yotsuba have a mom?
No. We don't know anything about the mom. Technically, we don't know anything about her birth parents because she's actually adopted.
Ah. Well, I was gonna say that Yotsuba's dad and the guy that she hates should get married.
I think that there is a lot of shipping of them. I'm more of a Yotsuba's dad and his friend Jumbo shipper.
I assume Jumbo is Yotsuba's nickname for this man.
It's everyone's nickname for him, including the adults. He's like
Oh,
he's like six. He's like 6'5" or something. I don't know.
man.
Just look up Yotsuba Jumbo. You'll see him.
Damn, he's tall as hell. Oh, damn. According to the wiki, 6'10".
Jeez. Okay. Yeah.
That's incredible. That's
That
taller
is
than
crazy
Thompson.
tall. Yeah.
How the fuck does a person become taller than Thompson?
Needs to be playing in the NBA. Sorry, Yotsuba, your childlike wonder can wait.
I was gonna say sorry, Yotsuba. We can't go to the farm to look at the cows today. Jumbo got drafted by the Warriors.
I was literally about to say Steph needs a new teammate. But yeah, I'll read Yotsuba, sure. Now that I know it's actually good.
Okay.
But they nerfed the spell that I used to beat the final boss of the DLC, apparently. The Elden Ring.
Which spell?
It's one of the DLC spells called Scatter Tree Thorns. They also buffed it, but they buffed it in a way that the nerf still outweighs the buff by a lot. They added some tracking to it, but it used to do like higher poison bleed damage, and they nerfed that because it was too good. They did not nerf the final boss at all, which is really funny to me. But they did include a patch where you might have noticed it if you've been playing recently. You know how like when Torrent dies, you can use a flask to
Oh,
revive
I
him?
heard about this. Yeah. The menu.
It's
thing.
always
Why
since
is there
the
a
game
menu at all?
Yeah, since the game came out, it defaults to a menu where it says, "Would you like to revive Torrent? Yes or no?" And it always defaulted to no.
There shouldn't be a menu at all. Guess what? I was fighting Radon, and I tried to summon Torrent after he got killed, and the menu popped up, and I was trying to just stopping to read what it said got me killed.
I mean, I don't even read what it said, but it's just annoying that it exists. And it was especially annoying that it always defaults to no, because like whenever I want to use that, like
Yeah,
I
I want
always
to
want
use the item. That's why I hit it.
It's like if you didn't know about it, and it's like okay, the first time it's like oh, this drained a flask and I didn't want it to, but okay, now you know. Why have a menu at all?
Okay.
So it's been really hot here again. But starting Wednesday, it's going to be in the mid 70s, at least for the next few days after that.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I think it's going to be raining to some extent, but I don't even care.
Who cares? Yeah.
I'll walk in the rain. I do not care. Like, I hate summer.
The gate's open.
Here I come!
Thank you for giving me shortcuts, game. That is not. Oh.
Ha!
And then
Come on!
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Look,
How
a
long
crack!
have we been going?
Wait, let's see where this corridor goes.
Oh, that's not what I meant to
All right, you can take the crack.
do.
See you soon. I'm up here.
Try pulling that lever!
Heal. I'm gonna run a bathroom real quick, and then I'll get back.
Alright, Ryan, I want to show you this page from this I think 1950s comic called Little Lulu.
Okay.
Post it.
I was just digging up 2 pages from Yotsuba that describe the Yonda Yotsuba relationship. So take a look at these. I'll look at this. Okay.
All right. Okay. What I miss?
That's great.
I thought you'd like that.
Why is he on stilts?
Because he's a rich boy and he has solid gold stilts.
As you do.
Do you think I can jump it?
Go on,
It's part of like a
try.
fantasy sequence.
What's the worst
but,
that can happen?
Would you look
Let me
at
read this.
There you go.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's my favorite character just because, like, I just love the idea of like a grown man with beef with a child.
I mean, we know adults who would have a beef with a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
It's a really
Meet you
Larry
on the other
David
side of
kind of
that gate.
situation.
Careful.
You be careful.
So
Yeah.
Chrome.
Yeah. Crumb has beef with about, I don't know, 30 different kids.
You're imagining like Crumb is like at a summer camp for kids, and they do the heist scenario thing, and they put him in that.
He doesn't get picked for the children's heist.
Yeah, and he gets really mad about it.
Oh,
He's like, I'm the only one with a driver's license.
That is how Crumb talks. Yes. Oh wait, shit. Oh, I'm out of juice. Okay.
Oh, I also remembered I had to dig up this edit of a Yotsuba page that a friend of mine made. It makes me cry laughing every time I read it.
Fuck.
No, that didn't happen either.
Look, a crack.
Wait, let's see where this corridor goes. All right, you can take the crack.
See you soon.
I'm not reading all this, by the way.
No, you really should. You really should.
I'm not reading all this.
I'm up here.
I will say I like
Try
that drawing of
pulling that
Yotsuba.
lever.
That is very funny.
There's a chapter where she has like a nightmare that everyone in her life like abandons her because they have to go to work. But her mental image of them going to work is that they just wear ties and just are like, "Not now, Yotsuba. There's a business going on." And then, like, they just walk away.
I mean, that's basically like she's right. Like there's a certain level of business where that is basically all they do. Now that is a very Dilbert
Do you
observation
think I
to
can
some
jump
extent,
it?
but
Go
it's
on,
also
try.
true.
What's the worst that can happen? There you go.
Yeah, where golf is business.
But it's like you know that
You know,
the episode of The Simpsons where they move to the new town and it's the supervillain one, and Homer's job is to like motivate the other employees, and he's just like, "Can you work any faster?" And they said, "Sure," and he's so proud of himself. That's what like a lot of office jobs are, or just like the managerial positions.
I'll meet you
By the
on
way,
the other
this
side of
this
that
little
gate.
Lulu comic is from this
You be careful.
book that I have that is like the National Library of Comics like collection of like comics from like the like first Superman comic through like the establishment of the Comics Code. It's a pretty neat bit of like archival thing that I found at a bookstore. And I just like this one because it's such a mean punchline.
It's funny today. It's aged so well.
No, like all these, like the little Lulu comics, there are three of them there, and they're all really funny.
You know what's crazy? The revival of Everett True I've been seeing. Have you seen this?
Yeah. It feels like the Nancy revival a couple years ago as well.
I put it more akin to the Jusica revival because, like, I think
people don't want to fuck Everett True.
I think okay. First off, I don't think that's true. I think there's definitely people who would.
You don't think that's true?
Yeah.
Boo.
That's not how it happened.
I think people would. I think there are definitely people who would fuck him. Second, people
Wait,
people
let's
knew
see where this
about
corridor
Nancy
goes.
and like had seen her in comics and stuff.
All right,
and then
you can take
there
the
was
crack.
like a rediscover, like a reappraisal of like, wait, some of these are actually funny. I don't think people knew. Like there wasn't like Everett True in the newspaper when people were growing up. It's from like 100.
Try pulling that lever.
So like Jusica, it's like holy fuck, this person from the past was kind of cooking.
You know something like that, or like Nancy? Well, not in terms of being funny, but like people took for granted. Is Prince Valiant, because like by the time that people who did not grow up with like the original authors run, Hal Foster, like by the time that they were reading it, it was other people doing it, and it was really bad. But you look at those original comics, and they were just so bold. It was like this ongoing storyline every Sunday in the newspaper, and very well drawn. Really, really good stuff.
I mean, that's how I read it. Was like it would be in the newspaper every Sunday, and I could never
you on the
keep
other
up
side
with
of
it.
that
'Cause, like
gate.
even from I don't know how they were distributing it, but it was like from one Sunday to the next, like the storyline wouldn't be the same. It was like they just picked like fucking random chapters or something. But I was always struck by how gorgeous it was.
That
Yeah,
is
I'll send you. Sorry, Andy.
that is a lot of comics. It's just I didn't know that this had it in it.
Absolutely.
You literally, I guess what we're learning here today is that you literally should not judge a book by its cover.
Not at all.
I don't think we ever got to the point where like Calvin and Hobbes needed a reappraisal. I think everyone's always kind of known it was goated. And I guess the same is true of Peanuts.
Yes.
But I will say Peanuts has had a resurgence in the last couple of years.
But are they really when you say like resurgence? It's not a true resurgence because it's just people posting like
Okay,
aesthetic
fair enough.
of Snoopy.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but also like no, there are accounts where they're just posting like full Peanuts comics daily that are getting like tons of retweets and follows and stuff.
Oh, cool.
No, come on, I need healing. Come on.
I had one that I was following, and it tried to follow me, and I was like, should I let the Peanuts daily comic strip like Twitter account that I follow follow my Priv? Like, what would happen? I decided not to, but it tempted. I took like a couple weeks to think about it.
I will give Sansa time this. This is a pretty good elite guard design.
That didn't happen.
It's kind of like classic video game design. How do we make like a normal enemy but tougher? Give them bigger shoulders and make them blue.
This is the best design ever. It's never been beat.
Sometimes, and how do you make yourself stronger? Bigger shoulders and orange.
No. After blue, it's purple and then black.
No, that's what Metroid does. She gets bigger shoulders and becomes more orange.
No. That can work for you.
Yeah, that's literally what I said, Rye.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Here I am. I can't open the gate.
My bad, boss man. Killing myself.
Sad but understandable.
What about killing myself? Friend. Oh, you got your shit rocked.
Yeah, I
Oh, I didn't realize they get back up. You gotta do the.
I know, but they interrupted me when I tried to.
You gotta do the Silent Hill finisher on these guys.
Here I am. I can't open the gate.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know I've talked about Yotsuba for like an hour, but this is one point that I want to make that is like important. That I don't see a lot of comics do. It does the like sliding. I should say a lot of manga does it. It does the sliding like time scale thing in like two ways. Where like one, I think the entirety of the manga is meant to be a like 1 year in Yotsuba's life. At the same time, Yotsuba always takes place in the current day. So in like chapter like 30 or whatever,
Can't open the gate.
like nobody has a cell phone and they're going and renting like cassette tapes from a video store. And in like the current chapter, they're doing like FaceTimes with grandma on like their iPads.
Yeah.
No, no. I did not die in that.
As it should be.
It works. Like you don't question it at all. It works perfectly.
Here I am. I can't open the gate.
But when you're reading it all at once, it's sort of like, wait, what? He has iPad now?
They iPad now? They iPad
Yo,
now.
to get iPad.
Homer get iPad? Homer get iPad is still one of the top 5 4gen posts ever for me.
Isn't it Jerry get iPad?
No. Wait, Jerry from, like, Rick and Morty?
No, Jerry from Seinfeld.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Homer.
Yeah, the post I'm thinking of is, it was a thread, that was like, how do you end The Simpsons? Like, if you're in charge of the Simpsons writer room, what do you do for the last episode? And somebody wrote like, it was like, they wrote this really long thing where they were like, okay, Bart gets in like an accident and is put in a coma, and all the family keep going to the hospital to check in on him. And Lisa keeps getting mad because it's the first time in her life where she's not like the favorite child. Like they all like are really worried about Bart, and they're not paying attention to her as much. So at the end of the episode, she pulls the plug on him secretly and turns on his life support. And people are like, "Wow, what's the B plot line?" And the guy's like, "Homer get iPad."
Done.
Things
Well,
are only
the
getting
thing I was
harder, so
thinking
I think
about-
I'm gonna do one more save point.
You got this. What were you?
The thing I was thinking about was talking about like Seinfeld. But what if Seinfeld was still on TV? Jerry get iPad.
That kind of feels like what that Pop-Tart movie's marketing was going for.
Passion project.
That's sort of his, like, the day the clown cried, you know?
They're apparently showing footage from Did the Clown Cried at Venice Film Festival this year.
You're gonna go, right?
Nah.
What if it's good? What would you do?
I could believe it is. I don't think it would be good. I believe that there have been probably many worse, like Holocaust, like movies made afterwards.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I'm sure it's much better than Jojo Rabbit.
What are your thoughts on Life is Beautiful?
I'm sure it's much better than Life is Beautiful.
You're a Life is Beautiful hater.
Yes.
Are you not, Rye?
I haven't seen it since I was like 13, but I liked it when I was 13.
Understandable. I have not seen it, but we all like things when we were 13.
I thought it would, I mean, for one, it's funny. I remember it being actually like really funny. So
I don't. Not like at all.
when did you watch it?
I was 14 actually, so I'm more mature. No, I was for the.
More refined than you.
Do you think
pal.
our teenage versions of
Exactly.
ourselves would also be friends?
I don't think we've changed. I don't think we've changed that much.
Yeah, that's true. That's honest.
I don't. But that's nothing to do with you. It's because I was just really, really, really miserable when I was 14. I don't think I'd be like pleasant to be around because I was just like very much upset and in the closet, and like I just don't think I would be likable when I was 14.
I was just thinking, like, wow, Eli not admitting he was gay. What would we even talk about?
Eli, can I ask you, like, how old were you when you came out of the closet, or at least realized you were gay? I guess those are two different things.
Last year. No.
Damn, it was a bit for the first couple of years of our friendship.
Yeah, it was just like
He memed himself into it.
I didn't mean for it to happen. It just happened like that. No, I guess I knew when I was like 12, but I didn't admit it to anyone until I was like 18.
When did you admit it to yourself?
Well,
Like, when I was
what I
12,
mean
like
is
I
not
said.
age-wise. I mean, like, year-wise.
Like year as in
Yes.
like
What?
you want me to say like
Yeah, the
what year I was.
literal year.
Yeah. I guess I knew around like 2005,
Okay.
and um, I guess then I would have admitted it to someone around 2011.
Okay.
That was the year when Joe Biden came out in favor of gay marriage, right? Was that what prompted it for you?
I think Eli's going to hurt you, Rye.
I'm thinking about it.
Were you inspired by Vice President
She's a
Biden's
Maharaja's daughter.
courage?
A conquered one, but still. Her blood is
When he
royal.
said that,
Besides, what better way to tame her insolence?
Was-
It's not so bad
Go
for a
on.
woman to have a little spirit. It's
was that when he said that like Will and Grace encouraged people to come out of the closet? And no, I just said that was 2012, not 2011. So
Right. It was
I'm more ahead of the curve than Joe Biden.
I would hope so. God, I'm so glad he's not the nominee. I'm so glad we're not. No matter what.
It's weird that he's president.
It is. It is very funny.
Okay, he's not really like the president.
Okay, yeah, it is kind of like a Woodrow Wilson situation. I understand that, but it is weird that he's still officially the president in a lot of ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's just kind of like, man, I hope he doesn't do anything until
Yeah, it's like who's running the country right now? It's just kind of like going.
Who do you think's running it?
I think it's like a lot of people in the executive branch who are.
Yeah,
like,
each cabinet secretary is just doing whatever the fuck they want.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think that's been the whole time. Like that.
Yeah. I imagine it's more and more each year, from what I understand. Like,
yeah.
There you are.
No, I mean, even back in 2020, that was my read on the that was what I, as a voter, thought the deal I was getting was. You know, like, oh, you're not voting for Joe Biden. You're voting for the cabinet that will be built around Joe Biden.
Who, by the way, fucking suck. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's some good ones, but yeah.
I like I mean, not cabinet member, but I like the FTC chair.
The head of the Department of Labor is pretty good. They've had some wins, but yeah, there's some duds. There's some real.
I really like that one guy, Buttigieg.
He's actually not been the worst, I'll say.
I made a face when you said that, Ryan. No, well, I mean, it's he has been pretty bad in that there keep being like transportation scandals that happen that are not his fault. Okay, so I'm not going to the next checkpoint, but I did all of the things that I finished around this checkpoint, so I'm gonna count this as good enough for this
I'll
stream.
start the story from here next time.
Well done, Andy.
I did like an extra 10 to 15 minutes. More than I could have, which is good enough.
Well done, Andy Kuhn.
Do you wish me to leave before finishing my story?
Andy, how would you feel if I started referring to you with Japanese honorifics?
I'd be like,
now?
what are you doing? Come on.
But what if I kept doing it?
I will be back for the stream next week. I don't know. Probably Monday or Tuesday. Maybe with this. Maybe with Zelda. I'm not sure. It depends.
It's a mystery.
We
Keep you on your toes.
Yeah, I'll probably post it tomorrow. We'll see. I gotta ask people some stuff. But until then, bye-bye.
Bye.